Hello everyone, friends and newcomers alike, welcome to the stream. My name is Douglas and today, surprise surprise, we're gonna be playing some Kerbal Space Program. And also, there's a little giveaway going on for this very specific game. If you wanna try and be lucky and get a free copy, free Steam key for Kerbal Space Program, then all you have to do is click on the little box down below. There's probably a red notification sign in it. If you click on that, then click join giveaway. You will be partaking in the giveaway, and by the end of the stream I'll be giving away a copy of Kerbal Space Program for one lucky peep. So, hopefully and luckily it will be you. Also, hey Nipter, welcome to the stream. Today you're gonna be playing some Kerbal Space Program, and let's get to it. It's a very crazy game. Those of you who have played it know how crazy weird it gets. Those of you who have not yet played nor ever seen anything about it, oh boy, are you in for a surprise. So, how do I explain Kerbal Space Program? Well, I guess that I'll begin by the obvious. It is a space program simulator. So, the idea is we're gonna go to space. Or rather, we're gonna be building rockets and rocket-like things. And luckily it'll work, and we'll be reaching space through it. So the game might be showing for you guys there in a very small window. The game loading process takes quite some time, but once it's done, we'll be I think I can change the resolution and make it full screen. By the way, thank you so very much, Sprite, for hosting this stream, and welcome you too to this lovely stream, possible space program that will be going on today. And also, hey Chandler, welcome to the stream. And Nipter, yes, it is me in a spacesuit. It is the time for us to try and get well, rocket-like things going to space. Blah blah blah. Expand your Kerbal experience like never before. Blah. Making history expansion. The first expansion pack for the critically acclaimed space simulation game adds new content to Kerbal Space Program, including an immersive mission builder, a story pack featuring missions inspired by historical events, and a wealth of new parts for players to use across their KSP experience. Create, launch, and share like never before with Kerbal Space Program Making History Expansion. I didn't ever get this one. Hopefully, we'll be... Oh, if this thing keeps going on, then we'll be seeing what's up with that. And also, hey, Kira TLK, thank you so very much for following me on Twitch. And D. Remenzi, you've got a link to share. What is it of? I cannot allow links to be shared if I don't know what they are. Because you know, it might be something very, very, very dangerous for the boys and girls at home. Let's get this resolution cranked up quite a bit. Let's try to apply this and oh, there we go. It's a full screen game now. How lovely. It's a gigantic screen though. And I saw this game has a Portuguese version. However, I think I should have changed that before entering the game, so now we are stuck in English. So there we go. English it is. And also, Mind, thank you so very much for following me on Twitch too. And Chandler, you said you love how the ears curl in the spacesuit. Yes, it's very cramped in there. And well, those of you who have never ever seen anything about this game, well, we're in for a treat. So let's start a new game. As always, a career. And let's name this Dog's Space Program. And the flag, we have a shitload of flags. It doesn't really matter, so I'm gonna pick the coolest one, which is this orange with double white stripes, because why not? Difficulty options normal, so let's take a look at the options, because what could it be? And D. Remenzi XKCD relevant cartoon, let me see it, because I have heard of that. How well I understand orbital mechanics. Took high school physics, got physics degree, actual job at NASA, and then starting playing Kerbal Space Program. It goes through the moon. So I'm gonna be posting that link because it is relevant indeed. For those of you who don't know, this game is all about physics and actual physical simulations. Problem is, I never took physics classes in high school because our teachers never showed up. So physics is not something I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with with falling down, gravity, and that kind of stuff, but everything else in physics that involves things being propelled towards the moon or away from the Earth, then I have no idea how that goes. So the difficulty we have easy. Apparently no entry purchase required on research, indestructible facilities, and includes stock vessels. On normal, I can destruct facilities, it includes stock vessels, enable comm network. There's some systems, they are in place here, career options, they are everything okay. Allow reverting flights, allow quick loading, missing crew responds every 2 hours, moderate, I don't get to respawn my crew, so that probably means it's permadeath for all my little brave astronauts. And on hard, I can't even revert to flights nor quick load things. There's less resources and I start with very, very, very little money. Let's go on normal because I don't know how to play this game. Let's get to it. And that's gonna be it. In career mode, you have to manage all aspects of your space program. Funds, reputation, and science are all active, and contracts are available at mission control. Let's go. And mind, if you may use this opportunity to personally thank me for my fantastic comments and artwork I post, love them all, and sorry for being out of topic from space. No worries, I do make art streams every now and then, so it's completely relevant. And thank you so very much. I'm really, really, really glad you like my creations. And welcome to the stream. Chandler, my teachers never showed up. Well, to be honest, my teacher did show up for like 2 weeks, then he vanished. So I guess that counts as never showing up almost. Welcome to the Space Center. Nice to meet you. I'm Gene Kerman. Well, holy shit, my monitor is way out of place. I'm Jim Cameron, Flight Director, and your guide for this quick introduction. This is a space center. From here, you can manage all aspects of the space program. Feel free to have a look around, hold the right mouse button and move the camera, or use the arrow keys. Right-click over the Space Center facilities to view more about them. Left-click when you're ready to head inside. If you need more information, check out the training section on the main menu. So probably I should have done the training, but I feel like that would be kinda cheating because I didn't have physics in high school, so let's go with this entire not knowledge of anything. Also, this game kinda looks a little bit ugly. I think we don't have textures going on. I don't know if this will require the game to reload or whatever, but let's see. So I have a lot of facilities here. This is my vehicle assembly building. It's okay. I have a research and development, astronaut complex, administration building, tracking station, mission control, and spaceplane hangar. I guess I need to go to mission control and start by doing missions because they give me shit. So this one needs me to recover or transmit any science experiment data from Kerbin. To achieve this goal, launch our first vessel. So let's get this one because this is the whole point of the game. And the Ramanzi, you just finished playing KSP, now time to watch for unplanned disassemblies. Indeed. By the way, I did play this game before. I have been following this game ever since 2013. This is a very old game, by the way. And well, I never really got to land anything on the moon without these unplanned disassemblies, so don't expect to see any pro gameplay here. I will not be doing any pro gameplay. So let's also get this whole gather scientific data from Kirby and launch a little rocket. So I'm gonna go to research and development. I could research these, but I don't think I have. Yes, I don't have science to research basic rocketry. All I have is the start, which is like pretty much things I found laying in my backyard, and a free supply of fuel. So with that, I'm gonna try and launch things into space. Let's go to the vehicle assembly building and try to build a rocket or something that is kind of supposed to resemble a rocket. Hello, I'm Werner von Kerman, Chief Rocketeer Engineer. This is the vehicle assembly building, where we build spacecraft and later haul them out into the launch pad for flight. Pretty impressive, isn't it? On your left, you find components to construct your own very spacecraft. Select a starting part, then attach others to it to build a ship. You can then have a look around with right mouse button or the arrow keys. That's it really. It's not as if it were rocket science. Anyhow, if you need a more in-depth explanation on how to build, have a look at the training section at the main menu. Got it. So pretty much this is the second time people are telling me to go to the main menu and use the training, but you don't need training to get things flying. All you need is a healthy dose of fuel. So this is the pod, fuel tanks, engines. Yes, this is what I need. A solid fuel booster or whatever that is. And this is ready to launch, I think. And I think I can couple another one on the side, which is always cool because then it goes even further. And aerodynamics, basic fin. Theoretically, this game has aerodynamics, so if you know how aerodynamics work, you can throw in aerodynamic things there to make your rocket fly further or better. But fuck if I know how to do that. Let's throw in also a parachute because you kinda do wanna recover this thing eventually. I'd hope. Now let's throw in a mystery goo container unit. That's so we can research the goo. discover what unholy madness goes in there when it's exposed to the gravity effects and whatnot. And let's throw in the symmetry to throw in 4 fins at a time and make this thing very aerodynamic. It's aerodynamic as shit. It's gonna fly like a rocket, literally, because it is a rocket. Let's launch it, I think. Since this is a, I think this is an unmanned command pod. I don't think we need a pilot to be in there. No, we do need a pilot. So I don't think we can launch it because we don't have a crew. Oh, we do have a crew. We have Jebediah Kerman, our pilot. We have Bill Kerman, our engineer. Bob Kerman, our scientist, and Valentina Kerman, our another pilot. Lots of good peeps in here. Bones, morning / afternoon. Doug and all good boys and girls. New camping out. And good afternoon to you too, Bones. And welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How is every single one of you, by the way, doing today? This is a lovely day for trying to launch in some rockets. So I'm afraid Jebediah Kerman is gonna have to go. So having a parachute is imperative because we can't launch this without, you know, poor young what's his name, Jebediah there. So I don't remember what order this whole thing goes in. Theoretically, the idea is that you wanna, well, build in a rocket without talking a little bit about it. But theoretically, here in the corner, you can't see because my ugly face is in front of it. But there's the launch sequence. You can select what things goes in which order. Switch editor. I think this is new. This whole switch editor. I never seen that. Oh, it's if I wanna stop building a rocket and start building a plane, then I can go from one hangar to the other. Okay, well, let's launch this with poor young Jebediah inside it. And there we have it. This is the quote-unquote launch platform. That's, I don't know what that is. Probably a young disaster. And it's time to go. Get to space, or as far from Earth as we can get. And the Romancy, that's new for version 1.4. I have no idea which version this is. And let's go, I think. So this is the very basic rocket, pretty much. And it has no direction control, so all I can do is tell it go and it will go. I can't control anything else other than that. Then eventually tell the parachute to open. That's all I can do in this thing. So let's go. I think I fucked up. Did I fuck up though? What did I do? Did I deploy the parachute? I don't think I deployed the parachute. I don't think I activated the engine. What did I do? Oh, there we go. And shit, the parachute is on. Okay, this is a disaster already. Okay, somehow I didn't burn off the parachute, so I think we're good to go. Ish. Let's now that we are in high heights, we are 700 meters above ground. That's a lot. That's almost a kilometer. Let's observe the mystery goo and see what it has to, what's going on with it. So the goo jiggles and wobbles as the craft flies, or rather falls down. Let's keep that data. Let's keep this experiment. And young Kerman, young Jebediah, do a crew report. What is going on? We're flying over the curving shores. The shore looks inviting, and I watch the wave roll into the coast. Okay, let's keep this experiment as well. Let's hope Let's wait for our craft to reach the ground. This went very, very bad. Very fast. But luckily we didn't explode, so all's good. And also, Sam, greetings to you too, and welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You did a test today and it was kinda good. Oh, congratulations. And Chandler aboard. Too late for that. Now you're landing. Apparently I was mistook, and I inverted the order of the deployables. So apparently the higher the number, the first it deploys. So I should switch that out eventually. Bounce instant career change. Yes. It didn't work out very well. Sam, you're still sick, but you're doing better now. Today you don't have extra classes. Okay, there we are. We landed. Now we're back on Earth. Young Jebediah, can't see it because my ugly face is in front of it, but young Jebediah is there, very, very, very despaired. He's looking from the inside of the cockpit and it's like, oh shit, things are going crazy. You can look at the sky though, so that's nice. How do I go back to outside view? I think V, yes. Thank God. So let's recover the craft and go back to the space center. Yes. First flight, good. Look at this, we earned 23 science. Some from the report, some other from the mystery goo, some are from recovering a vessel because guess what? It didn't explode. We're able to recover it. Although to be fair, it landed within our own property, so it wasn't that far away. You could go there with a buzz and bring it back. But anyway, we also recovered some parts. Well, pretty much the entire ship is in one piece, so we recovered everything, and now we recovered almost 2,000 funds. As for the crew, Jebediah, he earned 1 experience point. This is new for me, and he's ready for his next assignment. Apparently he didn't puke or anything, he's good to go. And here we are. Let's go to the mission control again. And I did these 2 missions and I got things. So now we have a shitload of other missions to do. And Sam, you only see a cute chap in the corner. Oh, thank you. And by the way, you guys, if you do want to play this game as well, or rather, try and play it, because this game is crazy hard. There's a little giveaway going on. Back there in front of my face there's probably a square with my face in it again. You can click on that little square, then click in join giveaway, and you'll be joining the giveaway for Steam key of Kerbal Space Program. So get on that if you want to play this game, or rather if you want to have this game. So conduct a focus observational survey of Kerbing. Take a crew report in flight above 17,000 meters near area CCKPV. Whatever in the world that is. However, this one has problems. If I get 7,000 funds in advance, I get 14,000 funds for completing and 2 reputation points. But if I fail, I will lose all the money they gave me, plus 100 more funds, and I lose reputation. And if I decline, I straight out lose reputation, so let's not decline that. It will expire in 5 days. So let's see something else. Take a crew report in a flight above 19,000 meters near Manly Steers. Take a crew report in a flight above 19,000 meters near Dilgee's Adventure. How hammers blah solid fuel booster into flight above curbing, so I have to use a very specific part. in an altitude between 6,000 to 12,000 and speed of 330 meters per second to 470 meters per second. So pretty much I just have to launch a rocket and achieve these things. Let's take this one and test blah 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 liquid fuel engine in flight over curbing. So same thing, I just have to have an engine, solid fuel engine, and test it. Let's take these 2 contracts and see how we can do with it. So now if I go into research and development, I can research basic rocketry, which enables me 3 fuel things. Liquid fuel engine, so it's just the engine. There's the solid fuel booster, so there's already an engine and fuel in there, it's good. And then just a fuel tank for the engine, because the engine can't burn any fuel if there's now no fuel in it. So let's buy that. Then engineering, this gives me a decoupler, a thermometer, I don't know why I need a thermometer, but sure. A commotron for talking to people, I think. And another commotron, these both are antennas, let's get these, because why not. Then stability, it gives me aerodynamic nose cone, a winglet, it's another thing for flying, and a radio decoupler. I like the radio decoupler, so we should get that, but we don't have enough science to go to that. Then general rocketry costs 20 science, and survivability costs 15 science. It's a heat shield, and a bigger heat shield. Then a press mat barometer, radiator panel, it helps dissipate heat into space, a micro landing strut, a radial mount drogue chute, radial mount parachute. So there's 2 parachutes, this one is smaller, this one is bigger. I don't know exactly what's the idea, but 2 new parachutes. And a service bay, I don't know what that does, but sure. A heat-resistant service bay, ideal for protecting delicate instruments or stowing small service components such as RCS, tanks, batteries, etc. No idea what that does, but sure. I can't buy it anyway, so let's try and launch new rockets, this time with a slightly better construction sequence. Sam, sorry to say, but you have no interest in it, so you won't join. You're rooting for Mr. Chandler Twin. And actually you changed your mind. No worries. So let's take this, how do I do this? Okay, this is how I do it. Let's, this here is the cockpit. Then on top of it, it's the parachute. Then down here is the engine. Let's throw in some more engines, because I have to test new engines. For the people who asked me. Whoa, this is a much bigger engine. Okay, let's throw this away. Then there's the liquid fuel engine. There's very little point in having 2 kind of engines if I don't have the decouplers and whatnot. Let's what else can I throw in here? Oh, I do have the decoupler. Awesome. So let's put on the decoupler there. This is gonna be, it's gonna look very weird, you guys. Don't worry though. It's probably gonna be okay or not. There's a slight possibility that it is gonna be okay. Let's throw in some fuel tanks, just a couple. Actually, I might be doing this wrong. Let's throw first and foremost another decoupler. Then I don't need these anymore. Oh, fuck. A couple of fuel tanks, or rather one more, just in case, just to be sure this will fly nice and easy. An engine, then another decoupler, and hope to God this thing flies. So now let's put on the solid fuel engine. So this is looking like a little monster. Let's throw in some things for, you know, that sweet aerodynamics, which we love and enjoy. Also, let's throw in another containment unit for the mystery goo, because why not? Might as well. So this thermometer, it collects data. Let's throw this one in here, just that so we can see how hot or how cold we are. I don't know what's the point of that, but sure. It'll give us a little bit more information in the whole process of flying through the skies. So every single bit of information we can have is good, I hope. Let's throw in some more things. I don't know what this things does actually, like how more or less aerodynamic this whole thing makes the rocket, but sure, it sounds cool. Okay, so let's throw in the solid fuel down there. It's the first thing ever to happen. Then the decoupler, so it's gonna decouple that. Then we are gonna turn on the other engine. There's another decoupler down there. We don't need this decoupler here. Let's throw this away. Then we activate this engine. Then we decouple the whole thing. So it's just the cockpit. And then we turn on the parachute. This, I hope to God, is the correct sequence. Otherwise, poor young Jebediah Kerman might be dead very, very, very fast. Like, ridiculously fast. And nobody wants that, because young Jebediah Kerman is a swell guy. I'd hope. Let's throw in a structural girder segment. Actually, let's not. Let's see if this whole space span works. And Sam, you'll be right back. Sure thing. Unlucky for you, I'm launching the rocket right now, so we'll miss this little adventure of ours. And our objective for this one was to test out these two engines I'm gonna use in this one test launch. So let's hope nobody explodes and everything goes a-okay. Other than that, I hope you guys are having fun with this crazy simulation game. So the first objective, where are the objectives? Here we go. We need to be at these crazy altitudes. We need to be flying, first and foremost. Then we need to be in an altitude. The first one is about 6,000 to 12,000 meters. This is kinda easy to reach. Then this other one, the swivel liquid fuel engine, needs us to be in an altitude of 62,000 to 69,000. That's a lot. That's a lot of meters. But luckily we don't need to be that fast. So all you have to do is go up and over, and it'll be a-okay. So let's start the solid fuel. Then we are gonna decouple this whole thing. Hopefully the decoupler is in the right place, I hope. And then what's it gonna do is this whole bottom part of the rocket's gonna be released. That's so the rocket will be just from here to above. Then we're gonna burn this fuel, try to get as high as possible. Then we're gonna decouple around here. Then it'll be just the cockpit, and then we're gonna toggle our parachute when we are in a good-ish distance from the ground. Then we are gonna see how this whole thing goes. So let's do it. Yay! There we go. And Tiramisu, no it's not. What isn't reaching those heights I said previously, because indeed it is not gonna be as easy. So the solid fuel is over. Let's decouple this. Let's turn on this engine. Now let's give it a good old throttle. Also, we completed the first mission, so that's great. As for the second one, you can see here in the corner my liquid fuel is almost over. I didn't bring us enough fuel tanks, and I guess I'm burning. We are burning actually. Let's throw down the throttle. So the couple. There we go. Okay, we were able to reach 50,000 meters high. I don't think we will be able to reach the 62 because I already decoupled the whole engine. Besides, I think we are way too high. Look at this. Look at fucking this. We are almost quitting atmosphere. I mean, we are leaving atmosphere. Which is kinda bad, because if we go in orbit with young Jebediah Kerman, there's no fucking way he can go back to Kerbin. So this will be very problematic. But let's observe the mystery goo. How's it doing? The goo seems to have clumped into a sphere. It also appears to have become brittle. Because we are in a different place as far as the world goes. So we're still going up. That's not very good. Not very good at all. I wish we would stop going up and start going back down. As for the thermometer, what does it says? Temperature scan, collect data, just give me free science, but does not tell me. Okay, we are a 329 Kelvin degrees. I think that's very cold because the base, like 0 Celsius degrees in Kelvin, is something around this much. So this is pretty cold. Display. How do I turn? Okay, there we go. Well then. So it's pretty cold or pretty hot, one or the other. Anyway, hey Marcus, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Funny how I always create my doggo in the right. Always. Yes, for every single game I try to change it. And Bones, Godspeed, Jebediah, you will be missed. Yeah, look at me go. I'm still going. So I think there's a map function. Yes, with the map function I can see more or less what kind of curve am I gonna do. So I'm still about to reach the apoapsis, which is the highest point in my trajectory. Once we reach that point, then we'll start going down really fast, and we'll land more or less around there. There's a little projection that shows where I'll be landing. I'll be landing there, which is kind of far from the space center. So let's hope everything goes okay. So let's do a crew report and see how poor young Jebediah thinks of this situation. It seems we are very much in space right now. The sky seems to be mostly below us. Oh, mostly because it is. We are 170,000 meters high and we're still going. Holy shit. We'll never go back home. Oh, then now we're starting to drop. And this is gonna get very bad. Very bad. The Romanzi no hit shield. Yes, I think that the re-entry phase, that is when I get back into the atmosphere, as I cross the several layers of atmosphere between space and Earth, I'll start to burn. I'll burn like a little hot little potato, which can make things explode or make little Jebediah have a stroke or melt or something very bad. And Marcus, good, and yourself? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you so very much for asking. I'm playing Kerbal Space Program, trying to re-understand how this game works. I forgot how this whole thing goes, but it's pretty dang well fun. I should try and relaunch this just so I can complete this, but without trying to go like the extra distance, just trying to go a little bit high, then see how that goes for us. Grund, woof, chew, and welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And mine, that is one way to do international flights. Yes, it is. It is not the best way. Oh, look at this. We went past our apoapsis and we're going back into Earth. Or rather, the Kerbing, which is the name of this place here. So 4 kilometers below me is part of my spacecraft. Probably it went flying with me. And well, it went on flying with me and now it rocked it up with me, but because it's heavier, probably it went down a little bit. It's a little further down below, and probably when those fuel tanks and engine hit the ground, it's gonna explode really, really loudly. And we are 100,000 meters above ground, and we are quickly, very dangerously quickly going down, which is never a good thing, and we are close to re-entering atmosphere. I think we leave atmosphere at around 70,000 meters of altitude. So once we re-enter the atmosphere, I'm gonna deploy my parachute to slow me down because I'm only collecting speed, so I'm flying every time faster and faster, which is never truly good. But there we go, we are re-entering atmosphere. Let's get ready to burn. And hey Sam, welcome back to the stream. What's up with you? Also, the space center, the space program center, space thing, I think it's there, close to that shore over there. Okay, look at this, we're burning. So if I deploy my parachute now, it is gonna melt and disconnect, so I should not do that right now. And look at this little bar, it tells we are close to burn. So okay, we re-entered atmosphere without big consequences, and the atmosphere braked us like crazy. Look at this, my speed went super down, and the debris, whoa, the debris of the pieces of my spaceship, they really exploded down there. So I'm definitely not gonna be recovering those. But would you look at this, we're back home-ish. Only 4,000 meters above ground, but since I'm landing in the mountains, this is gonna get super schlunky. I don't think I'm gonna stick to landing here. I'll probably slide down and go rolling down this mountain. So I really hope this parachute holds us. Otherwise, Jebediah is gonna rethink his life decisions. And landing, and don't roll down. There we go. We're stopped in the mountain. We are still going down. We are rolling down. We are rolling down non-stop. Luckily the parachute didn't break, so we are still going down very slowly, which is good. 340 Kelvin degrees and dropping. Okay, that's good. I wish I could change the degree to Celsius. Kelvin is good for nobody. It's like people who use Celsius like us, they don't understand Kelvin. The people who use Fahrenheit also don't understand Kelvin. So it's crazy. And I still cannot recover my ship because it isn't solidly on the ground. So let's wait. Let's roll down the mountain and try not to explode in the process. Anyway, in the meantime, Marcus, don't call you Mister. Also, you hit today 31, so it's your birthday today. Is that so? If so, happy birthday. If not, then happy today. Aha, look at this. I'm getting notifications as crazy. I'm getting a lot of messages. And somebody to sign of respect. And Nipter, thank you for the precise informations. 271 Kelvin degrees equals minus 2 Celsius degrees, which is good. If that's so, then 273 degrees Kelvin is 0 degrees Celsius. So 273 Kelvin is the base-ish. Base-ish. Okay, we are still rolling down this mountain. Until we stop, this whole thing is gonna, this entire situation is gonna keep going. Anyway, Marcus say yes and thanks. I'll mention it. And how's your birthday going so far? Did you buy a cake for you? Are you gonna celebrate somehow? I do recommend beer. And mine. You think that's how top hits rock songs are made? How? This is gonna take quite some time for us to reach the bottom of the thing. I have a little option. It's kind of okay. I think we landed, quote unquote landed. Our little cockpit is face planted into the earth, but we are home-ish. We are back home. Things are a-okay. Although we are 3,000 meters above ground because we landed on a fucking mountain. So that's where we are, and the space program place is there, so this is gonna be quite a hike until we reach home. It is gonna be kind of a hike, so hopefully they have trucks and helicopters and whatnot. Let's recover this vessel and go back to Space Center and try to do this again. But this time with a little bit more control. Now look at this, we got a shitload of science. We got 57 science points. We also got well, we recovered parts of the vessel, namely the command pod, the parachute, the mystery goo containment unit, the thermometer, and a very little bit of monopropellant. As for the engines and the rocket fuel, well, that has gone to space. Young Jebediah didn't gain any experience points. I wonder why. So now we're back home-ish. Let's go to the administration building. I don't know what's up with this. Finances, science, public relations, and operations. Paid research program takes 50% reputation gains and yields 1 science for each 2-point blah reputation. I don't know exactly what is this, but I think the idea is... the idea is that I can each mission I'm completing is giving me reputation points, and I can use these reputation points here to so with each mission I do, I gain a little bit less reputation, but I gain more science points, so that's good. Outsourced research and development takes money, so I get less money, but I get 1 more science for each 12,000 funds. Research rights sell out. I get money and lose science, so instead of getting science, I lose science. So I don't need reputation. Fuck reputation. Let's get this. No refunds. Okay, I guess. So from now on, we're gonna start getting a little bit more reputation, which should be good. So this is the whole public relationship. I guess this gives me more reputation, as long as I give them other things, namely money or science. The aggressive negotiations gives me... Wow. It changes a lot of game things. There's this that gives me more, gives me a little bit more money. Well, I think we just need science. I need to get new parts for my little rocket thing. Let's go to research and development and develop more of our little spaceship. So survivability, I wonder if this is what we need right now. Maybe we need stability. The radio decoupler is one of the best things ever. Besides this aerodynamic nose cone, because that's lovely. And general rocketry gives me another fuel engine, another solid fuel booster, and a gigantic fuel tank. So let's get this stability, and if we have the points for that, survivability as well. So that stability, and we have oh, okay. We were able to get all of it. How lovely. Okay, ooh, the next step with 45 science, I'm gonna be able to research aviation. And then instead of building rockets, I can build an airplane. I don't know why I would wanna do that. But that sounds lovely. General construction. Decoupler, strut connector, structure fuselage, so many things. I think the first thing I need now is this shenanigan here called the flight control. That's so I can the reaction wheel. It allows me more or less to redirect my ship, I think. Anyway, let's do more missions. I completed one. There's another one I still need to do. Let's see what else we have in here. Aneku says, what a nerd, he's doing the story mode. I am. Because, why not? I never did. So let's see how this game plays when you don't have all the pieces available for you. All the way from the beginning. Besides, it's more challenging-ish. And too romantic, I know, right? But anyway, hey Neko, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And not only that, if you wanna, as always, if you wanna partake in a little Kerbal Space Program giveaway, there's a link down below. It's the same way as always. You click on the little icon on the bottom right of the video feed. It probably has a yellow, red notification symbol in it. Then you click join giveaway and you will be joining the giveaway to get one Steam key for Kerbal Space Program. That's so you guys can go and play this game on your own time. Conduct a focus observational survey of Kerbing 4 times over. Test Mark 16 parachuting flight over Kerbing. So I need to be over this high, at this speed, and test my parachute. So let's try that. I think I can do both in a single go. I thought so before, but apparently I was severely mistaken. Let's try this again. Prelude, coupling, blah 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 blah. Where those parachute goes? I think they go in utility. Yes. Here they are. The Mark 16, I think is the one I have already. Yes, it is. Canopy max rotation rate. Minimum pressure, altitude for deployment. So I can change the settings, but I'm nowhere near as good with these, so I'm not even gonna bother. Mainly. What the hell? And that's it. Let's try this again. Same thing as before, except this time we are not gonna try to go to space. This time we're gonna stop a little bit before going to space. Let's do this again. And Neku not gonna participate for this giveaway since it's a game you gotta do math and you're too lazy for that. Yeah. I'm not doing any math. And not only that, but I never did any physics. So this is a game just for fun. Stop being such a downer. Let's throw on the RCS and the SAS. I have no idea what this does, except that they make my ship not wobble so much, which is always good. And let's try this again. There we go, yay! My ship is going. Skip! It's now following me on Twitch. Thank you so very much. Make me a very grateful boy for that. And welcome to our little pack. And to the stream as well. How are you doing? And Tiramazi, does you buying the expansion makes you a geek too? I don't think so. There goes the bottom part of the ship. So, whoa. Let's put on just a little bit of throttle and try to get a little bit higher. Not too much throttle, because there's a place I want to get, which is this altitude, 62,000 kilometers high. Let's put on a little bit more throttle, just so I can get high really fast. This should do it. Let's stop it. Okay, and I don't know, I'm actually not, I didn't even knew this game. I mean, I did knew this game had an expansion, but I forgot totally about it. And now I saw it again as I opened the game, and I kind of want it. This is a lovely game for this, well, for everything, really. And I kind of want to play this game, the expansion with the stories and the missions and everything else. So I might be joining in on the Nerd Club and buying the expansion as well. And Neku, let other people get my giveaways. I will let them, but I'm only saying that you can getting them as well. No need to worry. Okay, so what I need to do is stop going up, please, for the love of God, stop. No. Ship, what the hell you're doing? Stop. No. Fuck, I trusted up too much. Let's thrust downwards, which is totally a bad idea, but let's do it nonetheless. Why am I thrusting down? Because I want to de-accelerate, because I don't want to go up high. I don't want to go to the heavens and the sky and anything else. I just want to go back to Earth. Earth, quote unquote. So now I deaccelerated. Yeah, I slowed down a little bit. Now stopping-ish. Let's throw in more research while we're here, because why not? It's free science. Well, a little bit of science anyway, not as much. Well, apparently the crew report gives me no science at all. So what about the thermometer? Oh, it also gives me no points, so let's just go back to Earth. Let's rotate back up quickly and slowly and gently. And now what we are gonna do is wait for us to reach this mark here, 69,000 meters, then throw in the throttle a little bit, so you can reach these speeds at this height and complete this fucking mission. And there we go. I want to be very, very, very slow. Shit. Okay, we're not able to complete that mission. Now, well, where am I gonna land this time? Well, look at that, I'm gonna land in the ocean. How lovely. Let's see if I can change my orbit a little bit and launch myself in that direction. So no, that does not changes my. Actually, it is changing my trajectory very, very, very slowly, but it is. Luckily, I'm gonna land in on the very close to the coast, if I'm lucky enough, because I don't want to land on the mountains anymore. It is a nightmare to land on the mountains. Yes, look at that! I'm gonna land on the coast. How lovely. Except now there's the whole re-entry phase in which we burn like a hot potato crisp. Okay. And now, when we reach something around that height of 11,000 meters, we deploy our parachute when it's safe to do so, such as now. And hopefully our vessel slows down enough for us to reach the speed it requires. Please slow down a little bit faster. Shit, it didn't. Oh, did I? Did it? Did it? Did it? No, it didn't. Fuck. Okay. And my vessel is exploding down there. And the Romanzi, do the science after I land. Yes, that's what I was thinking about. Researching the whole thing as I land. After I land. That's why I have a little bit more well, since doing research in space gives me nothing, then let's do research on land. Apparently I was not able to realize either of these little contracts I have. So I need to change my strategy a little bit to do so. There. Okay, so now we wait for the excruciating last 400 meters. I think we can accelerate time a little bit. It's slightly dangerous because the way this game works isn't that this whole thing is animation based, and if I press the hey, accelerate the game 4 times, it will accelerate the animations. This game is entirely physics based. So if I go and say okay, accelerate the game, it will accelerate the physics. So there is a gigantic chance that if by doing so I will fuck everything up royally. So now I can gather science from, well, I record the cruise assessment of the situation, which is we are landed slightly far away from our base, not that far though. Ah shit, I reset it, I didn't mean to keep experiment. So we are very, very, very close to the space center this time. You can actually see this time, except unlike the other time when we landed on those mountains all the way back there. Now let's also evacuate our little cockpit. Why though? Because then I can let go of the thing, walk a little bit with young Jebediah Kerman, and I can gather samples from the Earth. I think I can. Or can't I? I don't think I can. Not yet. I can evacuate. I can't grab research from the land. Look at this, young Jebediah running like a little jolly fellow. Look at him. This young, happy little green peep. Super glad to be here. Okay, now get back to your ship so you can get recovered, rather saved. And you store, take data, store experiments, take data, climb out, board. Let's board and let's get saved. Let's call home. Come recover us. So hopefully I got a little bit more science. I got 14 points of science which is not enough for me to research anything new, I don't think. Yes, I cannot research anything new yet. I need at least 45 research points before I can research new things. Except, yes, 45 points. Look at this, I have a runway for decollating, for making planes go whoosh. So the launch pad, I can launch things, and I think I can upgrade it so it can do better things. Whoa. I can upgrade the mission. Whoa. If I upgrade the mission control, I can have 7 contracts. Tracking station upgrade required for flight planning. I have no idea what that means, but I want more missions for me to do, so let's upgrade it. That's so I can try and do more things at once. But let's try to do this again. And on top of that, let's test the RT5 Flea solid fuel booster in a flight over Kirby, just because. And Neko, no, don't call me names. Why would you do so? You mean flying friend. Ferry 3 tourists safely to their destination and back. Well, what even? How did this go? At blah blah blah, at Rockia Incorporated, we're not afraid to try new things. As a result, we sometimes find ourselves in the situation of needing outside help to solve a problem. We're not sure if there's really is such a thing as too many struts, but we like to find out. Now we need your help. Sidvin, Scherner, and Malkin have chartered a tour to see the sights right here on Kerbin. Keep them alive and show them a good time. And complete each tourist's travel itinerary, then return them safely to Kerbin and on schedule to collect their fares. So they want me to go to Sidvin's travel itinerary, Scherner's travel itinerary, and then Malkin's travel itinerary. So there's probably 3 places here in Kerbin they want to go, and I need to use a rocket to bring them there. Just because. Test BACC Thumper solid fuel booster orbiting Kerbin. So they need to be orbiting the planet to test that thing there. And test the Mark II radio mount parachute in flight over Kerbin. So there's 2 parachutes I need to test now. So why not? Let's do both. Test more parachutes on top of parachutes. And conduct a focused temperature survey of Kerbin. I should have picked this one before. Measure the temperature and fly above 19,000 meters near Kerbin's chest. So I need to go to a very specific place. Let's do that as well. I can get 2 more contracts. Kerbin's chest. Nah. Okay, Sean's Cannery. Okay. He wants me to take a crew report in a flight above 17,000 meters near area CCKPV. He wants 19,000 meters near Manley Steer. And this is 9,000 meters above 9,000 meters near Dilgee's Adventure. Let's take these other 2. Just because I don't think I'll be completing them right now. But they are giving me free money. Just for me saying, okay, I'll do your thing. So, money is always good. Let's get that. By the way, you guys, how are you holding up so far? With this lovely playthrough of Kerbal Space Program. What are my objectives again? I need to test the Mark 16 parachute, and there's another parachute I need to test. What is it? The Mark IIR. I need those. Mark IIR, Mark 12R. So the idea is that the Mark IIR, it's bigger than the other. Let's throw it on this side, because why not? So now we have 2 parachutes instead of 1, so it's extra survivability for our young Jebediah Kerman. And the RT5 fleece on booster fuel. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go get that one too. The fleet. Oh, it's the small one. Well then, let's do this slightly different. Do I have the radio decoupler? I do. Would you look at that? How lovely. Let's throw this away for now. Let's throw in a slight, very young and lovely radio decoupler in there, or rather slightly down below. Can I throw? No, I cannot. I can throw it here. It's close, but not close enough. And let's throw 4 solid fuel rocket boosters. Bloods the heck of the heck. Why not? And what else can I do? Aerodynamics. Do I have the nose cone? Yes, I do. Now it's more aerodynamic because that's how aerodynamics work. And what I wanted to do actually was throw this a little bit down below, but I don't think I can. So the engine will be kind of flying there. I think I can take out the decoupler though. I can. So that's it. That's our flight plan. Let's throw in another fuel tank. We have the big one and the not so big one. Let's throw in the big one. Just because I said so. And then the engine. So I can get these a little bit down below. There we go. And this monstrosity is slightly more ready to fly. So we're testing everything we need. The flea solid fuel booster and the 2 parachutes. Then, oh, I still need to test the swivel liquid fuel engine in a flight over Kerbin, because I did not do that, which is the actual engine that is there, so that's okay. I need to conduct a temperature survey and survey 2 places in this wild world. So I have no idea how this is gonna work, but the Ramanzi was saying I need heat shield. I don't even know how these things work. How do I place them? Where do I place them? What do I do? So I don't know. But there's this radiator, which could be good. Cools up to 4 times part temperature. Cools only nearby parts. Ejection force, a blader. I don't know what this is. Let's join a radiator panel because this sounds simpler. It sounds like something I know and understand. Actually, I don't, but sure, let's try one of these. Just under the cockpit. Okay, then. So we have the big one and the not so big one. I think we need the big one. Although it's gonna completely... No, it isn't. Oh, would you look at that? I thought it was gonna fuck up. Or our is there a coupler there? Is that what's going on? Decoupler rather. Wait. What is going on in here? Let's throw in the heat shield. There is supposed to be the coupler there. I think there was. Now, the fuel. Okay, let's. No, above the decoupler. That's what I did. Threw in the heat shield there, then the decoupler, then the rest. And mine, just the same as some folks say, the stripe makes your car fast. I think the same applies to fins/wings on the rocket. Yes, it might not do anything on that in the end, but it looks good. It looks functional. So let's go with that. It looks almost like there's rhyme and reason to why there is things in there. So now we have the AVT1 winglet, which is supposed to be a better than relative wing area. Nothing's really known about this thing. Use it at your own risk. So I don't know what that does. as always. But let's throw one. Let's throw some in there because why not? I mean, what if I suddenly discover that this actually makes my ship go farther? So it's gonna be very surprising, but also very fun. I think we're done. There's so many fucking missions I don't even know which ones I'm supposed to be doing, but let's see how that goes. A couple, then there's 2 parachutes. Let's separate the parachutes because why not? I'd rather activate one of them first than the other, instead of both at the same time, because there's different objectives for them. There you go. And Johnny010, welcome to the stream. Things add drag but help with stability. If you want them towards the back of my ship though, or you ever throw a dart backwards. I have never. So let's throw them in there. In fact, I don't have a whole lot of experience with throwing darts, truth to be told. It's not a big thing over here. It's crazy as country I live in. Okay, so we have Finns. They are probably gonna do something to our ship. No, I mean vessel. I don't know what though. You can hit C to turn on angle snap to help line those up better. Oh, is that so? Oh, would you look at that? Oh, lovely. Ah, this helps so damn much. Thank you, thank you, Johnny010, for your help and support, and thank you, Chu to Ramanzi. These tips will make sure that Jebediah Kerman makes it home. Probably. Speaking of which, let's go to the astronaut complex. There's a lot of astronauts out there, alongside with other pilots there. I don't know what's up with them, but it's so lovely. I don't think I can do anything with these young Kirby's. I can't change their names. Wish I could though. Because then I would name them after you guys. But so it would be extra painful when somebody gets lost in space. But apparently we cannot rename Kerbals. If we can though, do let me know. I'd love to name them after you guys. And Johnny, the 4 in orange suits are special, the rest are randomly generated. Yes, I don't know much about this game. I played this when it was in early access, and all you could do was pretty much just launch ships. Build and launch them. I played up until the career mode launch, but getting on the career takes so long that I never truly played this game to the end. So I don't know what's up with these pilots actually. I don't know what's up with them. But anyway, let's try and launch this ship and complete as many quests as possible. And Johnny, I think you can create them through the debug menu. I don't even know how to use that, but it is appreciated. I will look up that eventually if I end up playing Kerbal again. If you guys approve of this. And the Ramanzi, lol, no burn up this lion. Yes, I'll try and do my best. So, okay, this is the planet. Lovely planet. And there's 3 places they want me to go. They want me to be there. Exactly there, I think. Then they want me to be there as well and do a crew report, I think. And they also want me to take temperature tests over there. So I don't think I can do all of them in a single journey. Let's try and do that one instead. The DUG's adventure. By the way, theoretically this thing is not it's not super maneuverable. So God only knows how am I gonna make this go that direction. Without further ado, let's hope Jebediah Kerman makes it back home again. Johnny, you can click on one of those icons to activate a waypoint on my navball. Is that so? Oh, would you look at that? Ah, it shows up here. How lovely. I did not know that. Awesome. Okay, this makes things easier. And mind, I think those markers might be some forecount that needs some investigating. Indeed. For some reason though, they are happening almost 19 kilometers above the Earth level, the sea level rather. Who knows why. But anyway, let's launch this vessel in 3, 2, 1, go. There it goes. It's going, which is lovely. And I kinda think I wanna go in that direction. I don't think I can maneuver the ship yet. Let's decouple these. They are weighing me down. And there we go. Okay, now I can kind of pilot my ship a little bit. If I activate my secondary engine. And hey, hey. Oh boy, piloting this is crazy hard. Shit, no, go back. Steer up. Yes, there we go. Ish. No, go back up. Please don't, no, do anything but this. No, fuck. Okay, this is not good. This is not good at all. I cannot control my ship anymore. Oh fuck. Oh damn it. Oh bollocks. Deploy all the parachutes. This is not going out well. Shit. Please take out my way. No. Oh fuck. Ooh. Okay, for some gosh dang reason, I was not able to control my ship. I mean, I do know I cannot control my ship very much, but this was worse than before, for some reason. And Johnny, yeah, so now you know what direction to fly to, and I might want to use these smaller things if I need more maneuverability. The aerodynamics are much different from when you probably played last. When I played last, I don't even think I even got to see how the maneuverability worked. So, okay, so for the first time we're gonna be landing on water. Let's see. Let's hope nothing explodes. Ooh, it probably did. Somehow everything exploded, but minus the ship, the cockpit. I guess the decoupler plus the heat shield protected well, everything else. Let's take a crew report, because why not? Let's throw this off. And they take an assessment of the situation. We are on the water and it's not very funny here. The mystery cube gives me a little bit more science. The thermostat, where is it? It's logging the temperature on the water, which is a-okay. What's this? It's a parachute. And Jebediah, evacuate. And can you take a EVA report in here? Yes, you can. Now get back in. Let's get recovered. Hooray. And Sam, okay, you take a nap. I feel like you might throw up again. See you later, and sorry for not having energy for this. No worries, buddy. And do take a rest and drink lots of water. Try to get better, and no worries. We'll be seeing each other some other time. And Johnny, if you turn too far away from prograde, the air will try to flip me over. So I need a nice ballistic arc. I'll lose ideas of what these mean, but I'll try and do that. Look at that, I have debris over places. Let's recover these things. I don't think I have any other debris around the place. And the launch pad is okay. I think it's not damaged. Yes, it's okay. So luckily these pieces from the rocket I decoupled, they didn't hit anything important in here, which is good. I don't want to break my nice buildings. So let's try this again. This time with a little bit more smaller fins, because like Johnny said, I probably want to be able to control my ship better. So basic fin for better control. Make a gradual turn towards the direction you want to go and keep the liquid engine on to help with control. Oh, okay then. So with this in mind, what is this? Landing strut? Oh, I can make landings now. How lovely. Not that I'll be landing anywhere because I'm awful with that, but it's good to know I can do that, should I want to. So I can install a barometer now, which is probably cool for getting more science. So there we go, alongside with the alien containment unit or whatever, there's a thermometer and a barometer, more science points for me to be getting. Fertility, same as always, fuel tanks, engines, everything's here. Let's try this again. This time with a little bit more control. Let's see where we can go. And I hope you guys are not those of you who do know how to play this game, I hope you're not getting too mad or too stressed out over watching me kind of fumble this entire flight situation. So instead, let's try to go over. Let's try going here again. It's the closest one-ish. Should be easier. The problem is, that I have found out, the navigation point is kind of rotated in my nav ball, so I don't know how that works. But let's try and go there. Let's see if this works out. Whoa. It is always kinda never very relaxing to see these to see how fast the ship takes off when I use my liquid fuel, my solid fuel engines. Okay, so with that I'm rotating my ship. Maybe I want to rotate it the other way, so controlling it a little bit faster. Let's make the arc. Let's try and get there-ish. I think I'm gonna too far up. I don't need to go that far up. Actually, I'm way past the place I wanted to be. I want to go more or less in that direction. Near the DUG's Adventure, I think. What that place is called. Now I'm thrusting kind of towards the ground. No way. And my liquid fuel is over, so hopefully I'll be able to make it. So yeah, close to the place-ish. Now take a crew report above the place. I think I'm above the place. Yes, I did it. Look at that. Awesome. Now okay. Now we wait for landing to happen. Johnny, the good news is that for contracts that say above some altitude, there's no upper limit. You can be as high as I want. Right there, I think the icon flashes on my nav ball when you're over it, and there's a message near the top of the screen. Probably, I don't know, I didn't get to pay a lot of attention to those things. But, alright, I did that, so it's one last contract I have now. So now is the bad part, which is landing. Log pressure data, atmospheric pressure data from the surroundings. Now for the temperature, which is 300, almost 40 degrees Kelvin, which is pretty hot. Pretty hot. Not too much though. And now I try to not explode. How do I do that then? Oh boy. Oh boy. I need to activate my parachutes. Boy. Okay, this might not be good. This might be very bad. I'm approaching the ground very fast. Oh fuck. Okay. I think young Jebediah Kerman is no more. Oh, then. This is the spot on the ground where he was exploded himself. R.I.P. Jebediah. Let's go back to the space program. Can I go back though? Flight result: catastrophic failure. So I took liftoff, and in 4 minutes I was able to explode myself and kill Jebediah Kerman. As for the mission, it took only 4 minutes, which is kind of a record if you think about it. And I can revert to launch, I can revert to vehicle assembling, or I can go to the tracking station and pretend and not pretend that this all didn't happen. I accept that Jebediah is no more and keep going on with my little space program, because people are gonna die. Like, a lot. The romance of the couple now. I waited way too long. Yes, I should have done that before. And Johnny, they usually want to re-enter pointing the other way and protect that stuff from heat. Also, decoupling earlier will help me slow down. Yes, I don't know why I waited too much. I don't know why. But anyway, let's go to the Space Center and R.I.P. Jebediah. You will be missed. Not because you were lost in space, but because, oh, things didn't go your way. Well, oh, look at this. Parts of my spacecraft. I think in the tracking station I can see all the debris around the island, the world. Apparently this manly steer. Okay. Hi again, this is a tracking station facility. In here you can view all of your solar system, as well as the current position and trajectories of all ongoing missions. When you have missions in progress, you will see them listed on the panel on your left, and you'll be able to take command of them from this screen. Sometimes contract may require specific destinations in orbit or on the surface. Those will also be visible from here. Lastly, if you want to see the same map view during flight, just hit the M key. Got it, Jane. So, this is Kerbin, our lovely planet. Then this is the moon. which is our probably first destination, as we try to explore the space in itself. Then Mimus is another moon, apparently, which we'll be visiting eventually, or not. Then further apart is, wow, there's the Eve, Moho, the sun. We don't want to go there. Duna, Dress, and Joel and Elo. Other planets in our solar system we might want to be visiting eventually, and other than that, there's nothing else. So Earth, well, Kerbing is our first and final destination. Go to other planets, get the resources, and go back, I think. There remains the far left icon that is grayed out in the top bar. Far left, toggle debris. Oh, there we go. Thank you. It's landed an untitled spacecraft debris, because I'm not naming my spacecraft. Let's recover that. Yes. And let's go back to the there we go. To the space program. And I think I should try to focus on the other contracts. The ones about going high, because these ones about not going high but going in a very specific direction that is almost parallel to the Earth is kinda hard. I'll admit, it is not very easy. And then also, can I research it? No, I cannot. Anyway. So which one of these missions I will be doing now? I can test the parachute, which somehow I was not able to test yet. I can test the solid fuel boosters. Which is kind of cool though. Maybe I should try to do them, because the idea is that I should test them theoretically, so activate this solid fuel. However, I should be at least 18,000 meters high, 18 kilometers into the sky, so I cannot get all the way over there with them, I don't think. Or at least I should not decouple them from my ship yet. So let's try not to decouple them, and also test one of the parachute ones, because those are normally easy. And see how far or how crazy long we can go. And other than that, how are you guys doing so far in this crazy Kerbal world of ours? Let's launch it. Now that Jebediah is dead, Valentina has taken over. She's our new pilot. Same thing as before. Let's turn these on and let's go. By the way, let's turn on these missions first. I want to see them. I want to do this, the test RT5 Flea solid fuel booster in flight over Kerbing. I need to be this fast at these altitudes, and I need to still have them in my ship, so we will not be decoupling them. I'll be decoupling them afterwards, so I'll be turning on the engine, the other engine, before decoupling them. So let's do that. And Tiramanzi, it's fun to rover around on the moon. Can you get rovers in this game? I don't think I have ever gotten to that point. The way back when I played this game. I think it was 2014, 2013, 2014 when I played this game a while ago. I don't even think the career mode existed. All I was able to do was build a rocket and get one small turbo to the moon, and it was fun and shit. But I used everything I had to get them there, and then I could not take them back. So I spent the next few days trying to build a rocket to go there and then bring them back. But I always failed, so eventually the moon was filled with debris. So that was not very fun. And the romance, you build them. Oh, that sounds lovely. Unedited, the game's kinda slow paced, yes it is, but I kinda like it. So let's try this now. Go solid fuel boosters! Go liquid fuel as well. Whoa, we're going too fast. Too fast. I don't know if this is gonna work. Getting to that altitude with these pieces in my ship. I think I can actually. Look at this. Although I'm a tad too fast, maybe I should slow down a little bit. Okay, I'm in the altitude I need to be. Now I need only to slow down a little bit further. Ah shit, I went past the altitude I needed to be in. Fuck. Oh well. And the Remanzi have been as far out as Joe orbit. Joe is the second to last planet, I think, which sounds super cool. The problem is, well, it takes a lot of dedication and time into this game to get to those cool things where you're like, oh, I went to several planets away. Okay, it's gonna take me some time to get. How do I bring the other panel again? Shit. Station mode. I don't think I can bring this height panel in this screen. Well then. Okay, we're going down really fast. Now we're starting to build up speed. But I'm also slowing down. Hopefully I'll be not as faster than 440 meters per second when I reach the 24,000 meters of altitude. And it happened. I completed one mission. Theoretically. I don't think it completed actually. Shit. My ship turned around. It should not have done that. Okay. Fuck me. Oh no. Shit. Okay, let's decouple. And decouple again. There we go. Ooh. Now we test our parachute, the first one. This one now. Okay, I don't think we were gonna be slowing down this much. So, fuck that objective. How about this? I should slow down a whole lot more before the 5,000 meters. Which I did not reach, so this flight was useless. I didn't get to achieve any of my objectives. Let's turn on my other. Oh, shoot! I didn't do it because I didn't throw the other parachute. I'm kind of a dummy. I have to admit. Well then. Johnny, it really helps to have a mod like KRR or MacJab to help design my rockets. Have to right click the engine and hit run test. I should do that eventually. And Nipter, go for the speed of light. I should go and do that. Maybe go to the sandbox mode just to build crazy rockets and see how far I can go or what crazy things I can do. And Johnny, you didn't finish the flea mission because I didn't actually run the test. Oh, shoot, I didn't know that. Also, I have to left click the thing and press test? How does that go? Or is it an option that only shows up when I have all these little... To perform the test, activate the part through the staging sequence when all the test conditions are met. Oh, okay. So I have to reach all these conditions before the option even shows up. Well then. Well. Let's recover my vessel and let's go back to the thing. And Johnny, that one's gonna be hard because parachutes cannot deploy above 5 kilometers. And for the parachute stats, you might want to make a liquid rocket and carefully control the throttle to reach the altitude and speed. Yes, I'm thinking the same thing. Maybe using the solid fuel ones is not gonna help at all. Problem is, I have this kinda I can do it. That kinda makes me wanna go and complete as many objectives as possible in the same flight. So I want to be able to complete all of these objectives in a single flight, and that is apparently not possible. But anyway, Johnny, parts testing and observational testing are usually more trouble than they are worth. The world first contracts are the mainline progression. If I focus on those, I'll get more interesting contracts offered. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Then again, as you guys may have noticed, I know very little about this game. So mission control. And the Ramazzi, I can set a solid fuel rocket throttle in the hangar. I also did not know that. I don't know so much. Dang. Agent Kerbing's world first record keeping society. They want me to orbit Kerbing, which is doable. I know how to do this because I did play the tutorial like back in 2012, 2013, when the tutorial was still very... Well, they have updated the tutorial ever since. I need to achieve a stable orbit around Kerbing. All you should need to do is throw yourself at the ground and miss. That's pretty much the gist of it. And fly a vessel up and out of the atmosphere and accelerate parallel with the surface until I am in a stable orbit to achieve this goal. Then about getting back, we're probably not gonna be doing that. So I think this rocket I have is good enough to reach this objective. Ish. Maybe the hammer one would do better at this. This whole going up really fast kind of deal. I don't know how much of a good idea this is. Okay, this should do it, ish. So the idea is I'm gonna try and orbit this planet. Luckily it'll work. But again, luckily it's probably not the thing you want to be saying when you are dealing with rockets and whatnot. Oh yeah, look at this, I can set a limit to the thruster and to how much fuel I take with me when going in. Definitely I want to get as much fuel as possible. Except that if I take too much fuel, the whole ship kinda... Oh, the ship, if I take too much fuel, the ship, it gets heavier, so it's even harder to take it off. And just shroud, what is this? Well then. Reaction wheel, normal, says only, pilot only, normal. Another thing I don't know what does. So a thing I've been thinking is that I could just strap another solid engine in here, solid fuel engine, just to complete that objective. It cannot be shut down. Oh, then maybe I'll throw just one of these in here, just to make things interesting. Although I think I've reached the parts limit of my ship. Yes, it has more parts than it's allowed to launch. And it's heavier than it is allowed to be. So I think I need to update my my save and continue. Yes. I need to upgrade my launch pad to allow bigger vessels. Parts wise, I think I need to upgrade this, but I don't have enough money. Oh then. Oh my god. Johnny, reaction wheels are what allows me to turn, cost electricity. This is probably fine. Might want more liquid fuel, probably yes. It could replace the small fuel tanks with bigger ones, and those cons aren't really necessary, so I'll be taking them off. Especially because I imagine these things are gonna be off really fast, so indeed there's very little necessity for them. Let's throw in some bigger fuel tanks. Maybe a couple? A couple might be attached too much, because now I have 3 fuel tanks, then an engine, then a solid thing engine, alongside these bigger solid fuel engines. This is just for the mission, to see if I can do it. And to remind you, avoid the solid fuel rockets as much as possible. Johnny, solid booster are really good for the initial takeoff. Yes, they are. I'm just letting this one in here because of the objective, because I want to be done with these things. And also, hey Nathan, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? And other than that, I think theoretically this ship is good to go. We'll probably not be coming back to land anytime soon. So what I want to do is have these in here after the decoupling, and then this. You guys can't really see here in the corner the launch sequence, but rest assured everything is good to go. Except that this parachute has a little asterisk in it. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it doesn't mean anything bad. Is it supposed to be bad? I don't know why. What's wrong with this? I have so many messages, holy shit, what do I do with this? How do I delete this? Oh, okay, there we go. Let's keep right-clicking for a while as I read you guys' messages. And Nathan, just back from work. And Johnny, if I can get the orbit, it takes very little fuel to return to the surface. Just get home before the storm. Oh, that's good. Avoiding storms is always good. And Johnny, as long as I make sure to stop my engine right after the periapsis reaches 70,000 kilometers. Yes. And I never noticed that before. Does it mean that it's the one of the parts I have a contract for? Yes, I think it is actually. Maybe. Or not. I don't know. Indeed, I don't know. Every single piece here has an asterisk except for the first parachute, which is 0 in the thing. So I don't know what's up with that. Okay, no more messages. There we go. I really wonder what that means. Hopefully nothing bad. Anyway, let's try and do this launch again. This time, like we already established, our objective is to orbit Kerbin, which is not hard. Oh, look at this, we have a little platform now. Full of interesting things. Our objective is to orbit Kerbin. That shouldn't be bad, but I also should try and test my engines as I'm going up. I don't want these objectives here. Okay, so I have 2 engines tests to perform. So what I'm gonna be doing, actually let's throw in another because I don't want it to be bad. Okay, let's try and go, and let's try to make it to space. Yay! Into space we go! Hopefully. So, as we can see, my little trajectory is increasing, which is amazingly good. Too bad my solid fuel is about to end. There we go, it ended. Bye! Okay, so the next thing is I want to test the fuel thing in these conditions, which is 18. Okay, I need to activate this engine. How do I activate it? Activate engine. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, I'm actually retarded. I did the wrong thing at the wrong moment. Okay, pretend you didn't see that. Pretend you did not see that. Okay, so for this engine I need to get really high and do really interesting things. I don't think I'll be doing this though. Maybe I should just go back and revert the flight. Although that with this throttle I have, my apoapsis is pretty high, so I think I've done it. I'm in a good enough position to create the little orbit scenario I want to create. I think I have too little fuel now though. So that's not a good situation to be in. Like I have 1/5 of my fuel. Yes, Johnny, you just told me wait for my apoapsis. Actually, no, you said the periapsis to reach 70,000. 70,000. Anyway, When is the curve gonna start? Start up curve. Getting here. But anyway, for you guys, boys and girls, lovelies, who have just joined in, what's going on is that I'm trying out Kerbal Space Program. It is a very fun space program simulation game. Kinda slow paced, but for you, if you like simulation games, this is just your alley. And if you wanna try and play this game by yourself, on your spare time or not, I'm also running a giveaway for this game. So if you, on the right bottom side of the video feed, there's a little join giveaway button. Actually, there's a little icon with my head, and then if you click on that, there will be a button called join giveaway. If you click on that, you will be partaking in the giveaway for a Steam key for Kerbal Space Program. If you're into that, then get into that. And I don't think I have enough liquid fuel to make this whole trajectory go planet-wide, so I think this mission is a bust, and I have to try it again. Yes, look at that. Okay, so this time and this time only, I'm gonna scrub save. Don't do that, kids. And revert the flight to launch. Normally that's not a thing one should do when playing career mode, but why not? It is relevant. Okay, let's go again. Same thing as before. Once these... Ooh. Shit, my rocket is spinning out of control. Oh, rocket, would you please stop spinning? It is not helping at all. Now you go. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, now we go. Now shit. Okay, so if we are lucky enough to reach the 18,000 meters high, I don't think we will be able to do that, so away we go. That mission is not gonna be completed. Sucks for that. Anyway, set booster to half throttle, yes. And check my apoapsis. I need it to be just high enough. Not too high, not too low. Just high enough. Look at that little trajectory go. So lovely. I think I need to stop it around 70,000. Yes, 70,000 should be okay. Now I'll wait. And then... Did you feel? What does that mean? Here we go, we're flying. We are flying. Anyway, these I'm doing a giveaway for this game. Those of you who do know how these things go. I'm making a giveaway for this game because I have this little thing called I have a Humble Bundle monthly subscription. And the idea of the Humble Bundle monthly is that every month they give you a little pack with something like 6 to 8 games. Normally they can be really shitty games, sometimes they're pretty cool games, but it's kinda hard to guess. So on the beginning of the month they give you one. They give you the choice for buying one pretty cool game. Normally they're launch titles or whatever. Not launch titles, but like the... I forgot the name. The flagship title for the Humble Bundle Monthly. And then, later, okay, this is not gonna get me spinning around the globe either. I think I have too little liquid fuel, or I'm wasting too much liquid fuel to get out of the atmosphere. Maybe I need more solid fuel boosters. Or is that what you mean? The romantic to set the solid fuel boosters to only half throttle in the vehicle assembly. I'm gonna scrub save again to try it out. Also, fuck this little thing. Trying to complete these missions is definitely not worth it. It's not fun, it's not cool, you don't get a whole lot doing those. It's mostly a headache. I will say, it is a gigantic headache. And I can't even fit this thing in anymore. 4 times. Double snap. There we go. Now, the engine. So we have 2 engines. I don't know which one is the best one. This one has a gimbal, so apparently it allows me to turn around, which is pretty helpful. Although the other engine it has more thrust. Well, anyway, let's throw this one in. In the end, they're kind of the same. It doesn't really matter that much. Okay, let's throw in our solid boosters. These lovely little pieces of technology. Also, once again, sorry for stressing you guys out with my not very good engineering skills for this game. And it reminds me the nozzle pivots to turn on the swivel engine. Oh yeah, to allow me to direct my ship around. So half throttle is what you said. Something around 50-ish. Oh, how good it does it for all of them. So this will allow me to get up higher longer instead of burning too much at once. They'll burn for longer and make me give me a better boost of speed. I don't know, something like that, I'd hope. And other than that, there's not much else, I think. So 4 fuel tanks, then 4 solid boosters. Hopefully that is enough. There's so much things in here though. Kinda wonder. I really don't know how to do this. The people who You guys who play this game, like, who knows the mechanics and know how this game works, you guys are like my heroes. I keep trying, but I cannot for the life of me understand the entire mechanics of this game. I mean, I can understand, I just cannot put them in practice in a nice and satisfying way. So my rockets normally end up blowing up or not performing so well. The Romanzia should be angled at a 45 degrees around 35,000 meters. Oh yeah, true that. I forgot about that. That wasn't a tutorial. Way back then. Anyway, let's try this once again. There we go. Release and take off. Burning very, very steadily. So, okay, 35,000 meters is gonna take a while to get here, so for now we just chill. So now for my liquid fuel engine, I don't know what to do with it. I've thrown full throttle or half throttle, or what do I do with it, really? Start angling at 5,000. Okay, that point is kind of past, but let's keep trying this. So I'm putting on my liquid fuel at half throttle, slowly angling. Not sure if that's good. There are now 20, so many. Okay, okay, now it's slightly angled. Maybe I should have went full throttle. And my thing is increasing. Oh, whoa, shit! My apoapsis is pretty dang high already. I kept burning fuel. I really suck at this kind of game. There's so many things to pay attention to. Will this be the time, though, when we manage to finally reach the skies? And also, Spiker, with the auto host actually. Thanks for hosting. Horizontal now, sure. And once we reach the moral, okay, we are there, 70,000. Let's start thrusting horizontally to increase our little thing. Would you look at that? Now we have more fuel. Luckily, this whole circle here is gonna get bigger. Before we run out of fuel, I don't think we'll be able to do that. The horizontal now, minus 25 degrees. Oh boy. Okay, we're out of fuel. That didn't work out. But we're gaining the distance, look at this. We're coming really far into the planet. Welp. I guess I screwed up a little bit. Like I said, I really suck at this. But at least with you guys' help and assist and tutoring, we are reaching each time larger and larger arcs. Maybe if I try this one more time, a little bit more finesse and paying a little bit more attention to what's going on, I think I can make it. Or I throw in 2 more fuel tanks in my ship, because why not? That's the biggest problem of it all, apparently. It's not having enough fuel. There we go, 2 more fuel tanks should do it. Maybe just 1 more for luck. This is looking like a gigantic pen. Well, among other things. But anyway, let's try this again. This crazy rocket space program from hell. So there we go. And launch. Whee! Up into the sky. Okay. So, at 5,000 I start to angle towards the 45 degrees. And then there we go, let's start doing this. Don't spin on me, don't spin on me. Oh, fuck. Well, then again, it's impossible to turn because I need my actual engine with the spinny gimbal to turn. It should turn in increments to be able to reach the 35,000 meters high, more or less, when I'm at 45 degrees. As I keep throttling up, okay, so far everything seems to be going good. Pretty good. Quite good so far. And maybe I angled a little bit too much, perhaps. But that doesn't really matter, so I'm building up speed, and that's what matters. Building up speed and making sure that this angle is pretty big. Pretty big. Oh yeah, I should be trying to angle a little bit more. Now I'm 45 degrees. Everything is going A-okay. Going somewhere, going places. So now I cut my engine's weight for us to reach the apoapsis, more or less. Then we get full horizontal, and then with thrust. We thrust quite a lot. And okay, this is not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So, what are your guys' plans for this week so far? It's a lovely Monday, full of promises for this long week we might be having. The second to last week in this month, which is April. And then there comes May. May seems to be a lovely month. Actually, we are in April, I think. Yes, we are in April. So May seems to be a lovely month for many reasons. The biggest one of them all is the release of a game I wanted to play very much, which is Detroit Become Human. It's one of another one of David Cage games. It's about robots, and once again it has the whole skedaddle of your actions have consequences. and which for the past games ended up being more or less of buhaki. Your actions did have consequences, but not that grave consequences, so... Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, lovely. There we go, we are orbiting Kerbal. Kerbon. Haha. How cool is this? Cool kids? Hahaha. We made it. Maybe we don't have enough fuel to go back home, but we made it. So we are orbiting, and did we complete the mission? Please God, tell me I did. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fly a vessel up and out the atmosphere and accelerate parallel blah 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 until I am in a stable orbit to achieve this goal. So wait for the ship to get stuck in orbit. Okay, I'll try. Let's speed up this process a little bit. Now I can. 5 times the time. So, it's one of those games of your actions have consequences. So make your choices wisely and don't. And remember, it's gonna affect the whole world around you and blah blah blah. And those kind of games, I really love them. I loved Heavy Rain. Loved is kind of a strong word. I enjoyed Indigo Prophecy, or Fahrenheit, as it's known in Europe, for some reason. And okay, you can go a little bit faster, please. There we go. As time go by, all my contracts are gonna expire. But anyway, did I orbit? Please tell me I did. Ah, shit. Apparently I cannot orbit because I'm too close to curbing yet. I think my periapsis has to be very, very, very high for it to count as a... Oh yes. My periapsis is too small. Shit. My apoapsis is quickly decreasing as well, which is okay. The apoapsis is kind of high. You need to be that big. But let's wait for us to get slightly farther away from the planet so we can advance time faster. But anyway, I enjoyed Indigo Prophecy, the first half of it, which is kind of crazy. Also, hey, Incognito Molly, thank you so very much for watching me on Twitch. For following me on Twitch, I mean. That makes me a very, very, very grateful boy. And welcome to the pack. Please, game, let me accelerate this a little bit faster. There we go. 100 times, let's go to the apoapsis. Then, okay, I'm entering and leaving CCKPV. Somehow I'm orbiting that area. I didn't mean to, but it was an accident. Maybe I can do the thing you want to do. Okay, so now that I'm here, it's time to correct the thing. So let's rotate the ship so it's facing the yellow thing, which is where I'm going. No, stop. Fuck. Okay. And let's trust just a little bit, so my periapsis is a little bit above that. Okay, now I have orbit. Awesome. Okay, so you'll be there in space. I'm gonna go back to the... how do I do this? Space Center. Okay, we're back in the planet. With the rest of the Piperinos and Pipettes. Romance, you're gonna play KSP the entire week. And Niptor, your plans is to make plans, so get to making them. And Molly, hello there. I swear you followed me last time you came by. Strange, but hello. Hello to you, and no worries. I think somebody else had the same problem. Either with following me or me following them, I don't remember. But Twitch can get weird sometimes, so no worries. Okay, we did the mission, which was that. So now I have this other world first, that is explore Kerbin. Blah blah blah, we must continue to unravel its mysteries. Our own planet has mysteries, because why not? Cthulhu is a thing. I left enough fuel in the tanks to return from our orbit, right? We want to deposit on those parts back. Okay, what does that mean? Return to Kerbin from orbit. Okay. So all I have to do is go back to my ship that is flying up and over and go back. I hope it is still going. Control. Terminate. I can launch missiles on it. Explode the shit out of my little ship. Okay, so I think if I want to go back, I have to point on the opposite way of where I'm going. Hey, shit. Oh, fuck. Which is this. So I want my ship to kind of more... fuck no, stop rotating. Yes, I want it to be pointing this way. Then I can trust this way. And force my ship to stop. But there's another thing I wanted to do first. I think it's gonna pass by over CCKPV. When it does, I'm gonna take a crew report of that place in particular to see if I can get one of these contracts. Wait, oh, okay, I guess we're going through the other side. Sure thing, why not? Let's rotate. Okay, we can't get faster than this because I'm too close to the to the mass that is the planet. Let's reduce the speed. Let's increase the speed. Let's keep doing this. More and more and more. I think I'm close to passing over the CCKPV. When it does, hopefully, I'll be able to take a good report. When is it gonna happen though? Is it even gonna happen? Please tell me it is gonna happen. I don't want to try to do this again. Which is kind of lucky, by the way. Somehow I was able to match my trajectory to being over the area CCKPV. Oh shit, I already left it. Fuck. Okay. Well, let's try this again. 1,000 times 10,000 times. Yeah. Hey. Okay, that's fast enough. Tyromancy 30,000 to aero break. That's what I'm gonna do is wait for the thing to be in the app-axis, then I'm gonna trust the other way and see if that solves something. I think I'm getting close to it, so let's speed it down. I think I'm not close enough, so let's speed it up a little bit. Speed it up. Then speed it down, speed it up. Wait. Wait. Actually, let's activate navigation to see if this fucking thing shows up in my nav ball. Actually, it does, but I want to see when it's gonna start to turn really fast. And it's not in here. Maybe it's here. It is here. Yay. Controlling these ships is incredibly finicky sometimes. No, please, ship, don't. I'm pretty close to being right on top of the area. Yes, I am entering. Crew report, how do I do that? Shit. Fuck. Crew report. Quickly. Yes, there we go. I made the survey. Also, let's see how the mystery goo is doing. It's doing fine. What's the temperature here? It's pretty cold, I would think. Measuring the temperature of space appears to be quite impossible, as there is no matter around to be either hot or cold except the spacecraft and the thermometer itself. This is probably going to give the R&D guys something to think about for a while. Okay, I don't know if that's how it works, really, but sure. And the barometer, what does it say? The instrument reads 0 as if it were in a vacuum. How cool. Okay, in vacuum. Oh, awesome. Space Center. No, that's not what I want to go. I want to go to the map. The romance, click on the orbit line and warp here. Is that a thing? Wait, what? I don't know. I think I misunderstood what it said. But I'm on the axis. I want to brake right now. Let's aero brake. Point at this cross, I think, is what I want to do. This circle with 3 lines and a cross in the middle points backwards to where I'm going. Where's the planet? I'm going that way. I want to thrust this way. Okay, that's great. Let's thrust on the opposite way to take down my periapsis. Yes! Awesome. Okay, so my periapsis now is very low, which means I'm gonna crash into the planet. Lovely. Whenever that happens, things are gonna get crazy weird and interesting. So let's increase the speed so that moment of the fuckery gets in here faster. The moon is there, look at it. Look at the moon there in the back. Actually, you can't see it because my fucking face is in front of it. There, the moon. And look at this, we are going to crash really fast. Habla, habla, habla. Where is it? Where is the planet? Yes. Time warp down to 0 because we're starting our descent. I want to point roughly in the direction we are coming to. Kinda like this-ish. Okay, I went way past it. Damn it. God damn it. God damn it. No! Fuck. Ooh. The entire thing is exploding. No! God damn it. Shit. Well, my ship exploded really super explosivo, and I didn't get to deaccelerate, so I'm both burning and going really fast. I don't think I'll be able to not crash. I think I'll be making a very forceful landing into the earth. And look at this, something is burning. It's close to exploding almost. Please don't explode. Please don't. Please do not. Oh man. Okay, it's cooling down. It's cooling down a little bit. We are deaccelerating very fast, by the way. Very fast. The icons are red. When they get gray, I'm gonna parachute. They are still not getting gray. They're not getting gray. But okay, they're yellow, then now they're gray. Deploy both parachutes because, you know, extra safety and whatnot. So now I deployed my parachutes. Hopefully it will slow me down enough that I can complete at least one of these objectives. I hope. And maybe I don't get to complete the second one, but I can get to complete the first one, which is still good. I have to be between 5,000 and 11,000 meters high, between 20 meters per second and 180 meters per second, then test the parachute. The freaking thing. Maybe we'll get it. Look at this. If I can slow down just enough. Wait, what? Oh, damn it. I missed it. We didn't get it. But look at this. We're gonna land. Awesome. Whew. And Molly, this game looks more complicated than Elite Dangerous. Yes, it is. It's weirdly difficult and complicated. This is barely a game. This is an accurate physics simulator. I'm kinda worrisome to play as well. Because you can spend hours doing the things. And this entire mission just I sent this vessel. It went up and over, orbited the planet like 3 times, now it's landing, and this whole thing took me quite some time. Half an hour, I would guess. Actually, more than an hour. I've been trying to launch ships for quite some time now. And can you call this a game? Yes, you can. It is a game theoretically, but it's also an amazing educational tool. And by the way, I'm doing a giveaway for this game. If you'd like to join the giveaway, not only you, Molly, but everybody else, there is a little icon on the bottom right of the video feed. If you click on that, little icon, there's an option called Join Giveaway. If you click on that, before I end the stream, I'll be giving away a free copy, a free Steam key for this game. So you can go and build your own rockets on your spare time and see how well or how badly you do in this game. By the way, don't fret. This game has a tutorial. I just opted it by not doing it. I'm trying to play it very hardcore, which is playing the career mode and not doing the tutorials. So now let's evacuate our little ship. We don't need it anymore. Climb out. Okay. Can I take a soil sample? No, but I can take an EVA report, which is worth nothing because I have been to this planet's surface before. Let's climb and aboard and let's call rescue. So that's where I am. That's the space program center. Kind of on another continent entirely, so I don't think they'll be able to bring me home with trucks. It'll be more of an airplane or helicopters or whatnot. But anyway, let's go back home, recover my vessel. And the Romanzi looks good, thank you. And Nipter, you don't actually see any squares on the stream. There is a on the bottom right corner of the video feed, there is a square. It probably will not be showing up if you disable these things, or if you're watching on a mobile phone or tablet, you'll have to be watching this on your computer to be able to join the giveaway. Sorry about that. And Molly, this is a game. This game is shameful for this game is too shamefully too advanced for you. It is for me as well. I never got around to wrap my head around this game, but I decided to go and play this just because I have an extra Steam key that I want to give away to people. And what better way than to give away things than by showing how the thing is. So here I am, showing people how lovely this game is, so people will feel like partaking in the giveaway to play their own Kerbal adventures on their spare times. And Romanzi, Scott Manley on YouTube has many Kerbal Space Program videos. Or I would not watch them at all. Maybe I would actually. I don't know. But look at that, I completed 2 missions. I went into orbit, I luckily got over the place I needed to go to explore, to kind of check and do things. And now I have this next one that is explore the moon. Gives me a shitload of prestige, which I think is reputational. Who knows? The number of times we've achieved sudden combustion at curbing world blah 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 has led us to consider something. We still have unchecked items in our list of records to break. I would like to change that. We believe that you are much better positioned to deal with this than us. In the grand scheme of things, we know very little about the moon. Let's see if we can get if we can explore it a bit further. I have 4 days to do that. The objective is, today is your lucky day. Simply head to the moon and pass by it. Easy as pie, no risk at all. Now sign this waiver. Sometimes science throws a curveball and we need to ask the hard questions, and by we mean you, head to the moon. It should be somewhat disconcerting if all of our missions to the moon were one-way trips. Bring one back from the moon, so that's the gist. I need to go to the moon but also come back from the moon. Luckily there's no penalties for failing this mission, so let's get it. Alongside other missions I probably will never be doing. Wow, they expire in years. And several many days. And this one doesn't ever expire, so that's good. Anyway, I have 3 objectives. Fly by the moon, gather scientific data from the moon, and return to curbing from a flyby of the moon. So I don't think I have to complete all of them. I think I only have to go past the moon and back. But theoretically I need to be in the moon's orbit for a little brief while and try and do all this. Luckily now I can research a little bit because I have a shitload of science. So what am I gonna get? Basic science, so I can get more science points would be useful. Too bad though that this will not help me get to the moon. To the moon. Probably need advanced rocketry, which gives me an even bigger fuel tank alongside with another engine for space, which is good. It's always good to have a space engine at the ready. Fuel systems, propulsion systems, and heavy rocketry, because it can get even heavier than what I'm already doing. And there's general construction that gives me these stability launchers for, well, building gigantic ships, vessels. A Mark 1 crew cabinet so I can take more people with me. Straight connector, which is good. A bigger decoupler, I think. Structural fuselage, I don't know what this does. Rocco Max bread adapter. And then there's aviation, if I want to make planes instead of spaceships. But I think making spaceships is actually easier than making planes. But then again, I never tried my best at blending the spaceships, so probably planes are good as well. Flight control gives me more options to control my vessel, alongside with the small inline reaction wheel. It gives me some more control. And basic science gives me more things to make science alongside with batteries, so I can use the things that consume energy for longer. But I think I'm gonna go with general construction. This gives me more things, or more options for constructing big ships. And the Romanzi says that landing planes is really hard without mech jab. Well, like I said, I did not even had this game installed in my computer before today. So I I got the key, so I installed the game to play it today, and just now I realized there's an expansion pack and there's mods. Like, holy shit, there's so much things to this game. So I know nothing about mods. Romanzi says go science stuff first. Basic science, which will give me more things to get to gather data from things. Which is good in a way. Then again, back to thinking about it, because with this I can gather more science, and to research new parts I need science, so I guess that having more science is kind of the way to go. And there's electrics, miniaturization. What's this? I want to make even smaller ships. Is that so? And then space exploration. Ooh. Hitchhiker storage container. Pegasus mobility enhancer. Rove Max model blah. Oh, this is a wheel. And then advanced exploration, which gives me mobile processing lab, mobility enhancer, and mobility enhancer, so bigger staircases and things for my Kerbals to walk around the ship when they're in space. Scanning tech. Okay, all this stuff here looks awesome. Which reminds me so much of Space Engineers, which is an amazing game, by the way. Too bad it's like riddled with bugs if you try to play on the multiplayer modes. Which is where's the fun of the whole game is at. So how do I wrap to the next morning? Because it's much better to launch vessels when it's daytime than when it's nighttime. Romanzi mobile enhancer is a ladder, pretty much. Indeed it is. So if I want to be able to throw in more pieces on my ship, I need to upgrade my vehicle assemble building. There we go. And now to it. So it's a well, what's going on? Huh. I guess it kinda bugged a little bit. Let's try this again. Going into the thing. Okay, I guess it didn't. So now I have the Mark 1 command pod and the Probobodyne Staputnik, which is another cockpit, but this one does not need screw, so I can send an unmanned rocket into whatever. I don't know. It is good, but it consumes a shitload of energy, I think. Which is bad, because when electricity goes off, I can't control the ship anymore, so that's not good if I want that ship to return. So I need to send a manned ship, so that means a Kerbal, a lucky or unlucky Kerbal, gets to explore space and go in, and maybe hopefully come back. Let's throw in a parachute and a cockpit. Now let's start building this thing. First, thermal. I need a heat shield to avoid having my ship get too hot. Then the coupler. Romanzi, time for this lion to go a nap. Oh, but they're already. But sure thing. Thank you so very much for all the help you've given me with this game. It's incredibly hard, and if it were not for you, I probably would still be trying to scan places and launch parachutes. And thanks for the KSP fun and good luck. Thank you very much, and thank you so very much for showing up, dude. You're welcome back here anytime you want to be, and stay awesome, and I'll be seeing you later. Also, if you do want, we have a little Discord channel. The link is down below. You can join the Discord channel and talk to the lovely Piperinos and Pipettes whenever. And other than that, I hope you have an awesome day. Bye bye. So let's throw in a shitload of fuel, because why not? Where can I see the things I have outside of the messages? But oh, Kiospedia, a place to find information about playing and succeeding at Kerbal Space Program, which is good. I should have looked into this a little before. Heat. Oh, look at this ship! It's so beautiful. I don't have that. Wow, this doesn't look like a game. This looks like an actual Wikipedia infographic. Oh boy. Engines, fuel tank, radiator panels. Location, Fermi Moon, Mingmans. Management screens, flight interface, construction interface. Oh boy. Space travel. Should boldly go where no Kerbal has gone before. Well, I'm actually glad that they did go and build. They wrote an entire manual for this game, because this game kind of needs one. Okay, so now let's throw in an engine. We need a good engine there. By the way, what is it that I actually want? Okay. So I want one engine to be the small engine. I think this is it. The LV909 Terrier liquid fuel engine. This engine is ridiculous. It has almost no thrust at all. Why do I want an engine with no power, basically? The idea is mostly that where's the decoupler? The basic idea is the more drag there is, the harder I need to thrust. So if I'm on the planet's atmosphere, I need a shitload of thrust. So I need a good engine to get out of the planet's atmosphere. But once I'm out, I can use a softer engine to simply burn around for a little while, then land and do other things. I don't need it to go to places. I need it to kind of direct my route, and in deep space, like in the vacuum, it works perfectly well. So that's the deal with that. Let's throw in another fuel tank, because why not? And now a very powerful engine, because this first part here is for taking, well, for flying away of the planet, and the basic fan because I want to have maneuverability ish. So now as for the rest, I'm gonna add in the radio decoupler, maybe here-ish. Why? Because I want to have a solid fuel engine. These ones, they burn really good. And these engines, they are really for taking off. They're not for playing around. And according to Ramanzi, the idea is to set the thrust to only half, so it, well, does good things, apparently. Maybe throwing some aerodynamics cones in here, because now I have spare parts, so why not? And also more things to make it aerodynamic, which I don't think does anything, truth to be told, but why not? This makes this little rocket look a little bit more fun. Other than this, I will probably want we have this antenna. I don't know exactly what's the idea. Short-range dual-purpose communication antenna that can handle either direct communications or short-range relays. A surface mount version of the Cometron, and the Cometron is a versatile and lightweight antenna suitable for moderate range communication, long range backup communications, and eavesdropping on secret government operations. I don't know what's up with this. Especially because in nowhere it shows me what's the range of the antenna. But sure. And yes, science models, because I'm going to the moon, or trying to go to the moon. So I should try to get as much science done as possible. So let's throw in a mystery goo thing, a thermometer, a barometer, and a, what's this, storage unit. I don't know if that's a good place to put that. And the Science Junior is an interesting thing, I would say. Storing the Science Junior there, the thing there, and then the heat shield. I don't think this is the best possible way to do this. Actually, wait, I think I did. I've gone and did goof. Okay, so... oh no, okay, I've done it right. That's the thing. And structural coupling, load, service bay. This does nothing. Maybe a radiator. Just to make sure I can, then if the heat shield for whatever reason doesn't work out as well as I hope it does, at least we have the radiator to throw off heat and make sure we can get safely to our destination, which is the moon. And other than that, let's try and see what we can do. By the way, those of you who may just have joined in, if you're expecting prime gameplay, don't be fooled. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's throw a battery pack. Actually, let's throw a couple battery packs. It's good to throw them like in symmetry, so it doesn't destabilize the ship. Now let's organize the launch sequences. So first I'm gonna activate these 4 launchers, then I'm gonna decouple the shit out of them, then I'm gonna activate that one engine down there, and I'm gonna decouple that as well, then I'm gonna activate my deep space engine, then I'm gonna decouple it, then I'm gonna activate my parachute and try to land. Stick to the landing. Let's invert the position of this thing. I'm worried that This might not be as solid as I want it to be. Well, let's hope to God that this works. Okay, let's launch it. By the way, how are you guys holding up out there? Every single one of you. I do get it. This game is kind of very slow paced. But I'm learning physics and science, which is fun. Kind of a headache, but fun. So let's try to remember all the steps to get in orbit. Getting in orbit is the first step towards going to the moon. Then we go to the moon. So let's hope everything works and let's go. Ooh, look at this. My ship is so heavy. The solid fuel rockets can barely take it off. But it's going. Oh, it is going. Kinda worrisomely, but it is going. I burned through half of my fuel supply already. I've barely the solid fuel supply, and I've barely reached the 5,000 mark height. But then again, that's kind of where I want it to be, more or less. I want to angle my ship a little bit. Triangle it slightly. So I can start to get into the whole trajectory, the optimal trajectory. This shit. Ooh. Now let's decouple that. Let's activate this engine. Oh boy. Fuck me. This was not supposed to happen, by the way. Kaza, you made it. Yes, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome, young friend. How are you doing today? How was your lovely Monday so far? So, as for fuel, I think we're doing kind of okay. Ish. Not very sure. Maybe we've angled a little bit. Oh, theoretically the game says we're in orbit. Orbit is good. Orbit allows us to control the ship better. And Kazi, the day was tiresome. Oh, aren't they all? But in any case, welcome to the stream. It's lovely to have you here with us, the good boys and girls. So in case you're wondering, what's up today is that we're playing Kerbal Space Program. And there's a little giveaway going on for it. If you wanna get in on the giveaway, it's the same as before. There's a little box on the bottom right corner of the video feed. If you click on that little box, there's an option to join the giveaway, and at the end of the stream we'll be giving away a copy of this lovely game, so you can try to make science at your own home. At your own leisure. Nathan, you make a quick article about how to make a RPG game quick and painless where you have no idea about coding or game making. For Unity, is that it? Because that's an awesome thing to have done. I'm sure everybody will appreciate it. Did you post it on your Intro Dynamics group? Because that would be super cool. So theoretically, this trajectory should be growing and grow large enough, hopefully very fast, to encompass the whole curving Earth. Shit. So the fuel for that is over. Let's enable the fuel for my very, very, very weak thruster and trust. Trust to win. The idea is that this thruster, it doesn't burn as good, as strongly as the other, but because of that it allows me to control my trajectory better. See, the periapsis is growing. It should be bigger than the apoapsis. And there we go. It's good, growing, and lovely. Now our objective, as before, is to get to the moon. Hell if I know how we're going to make it there. Apparently the game does not allow me to click on the moon and set a target, so how do I do this? I wonder if I can actually. Center. Yes, apparently I cannot. Set a target to there. Well, there I can set a target to. How weird is that? And I do have the whole get to the moon thing. Well then. Kazi, one of your friend's laptop broke, so he needed one to complete his homework. That's why you gave yours. Gave him yours yesterday, and you will have it back after tomorrow, only on Wednesday. That's so long. Nathan, yeah, you sent a link in the gaming topic. Sure thing, I'll check it out later. And Kazi, so no drawing or playing for a while. Oh, but that's good, in a way. It's good to take frequent breaks from these kind of hobbies, so we can discover other things in our daily lives. Such as, I don't know, playing music, for instance. Okay, so now we need to get to the moon. I have no earthly idea how we're gonna do that. I assume, based on how the moon is really close, and on the same orbit direction, the orbit's kind of aligning, I can simply increase my orbit towards the moon. So what I'm gonna do is wait for my ship to reach the apoapsis, so I can increase my periapsis a little bit. So there we have it. There's the apoapsis. Let's rotate the ship to the other way. Then we are facing the progress. I think that's the name of this little icon there. Then we burn a little bit. Make our periapsis grow. Okay, now that has become the apoapsis, which apparently is the highest point of the orbit. That's the actual name for the thing. So let's increase it to like... Okay, this much goes. So let's wait for our ship to orbit until there, to the apoapsis, and we point in the other direction and burn fuel. I don't know if we'll have enough fuel to do this whole get to the moon challenge we have going on, but at least I can dream. Okay, so now I'm burning, so my periapsis is growing. And look at this, I have so very little fuel. This would better work. Let's decrease our throttle, that so we can control this little orbit slightly better. Decrease it very, very, very gently. Very gently. There you go, it's almost touching. So eventually my ship is gonna rotate enough times that it's gonna meet the moon's orbit part of it. However, the problem is the moon has already sailed through that, so we're gonna have to rotate a few times until everything aligns. So as you can see, the moon is gonna take its sweet ass time to rotate around the planet. So let's have this thing going on. Maybe on the second time we will get it, hopefully. No, I missed it. Let's try this again. So this is dangerous because there's always a possibility that the game is not gonna... Oh boy. I'm in the moon's orbit, which is kind of weird because I don't know exactly where I'm going. Yes, I'm falling towards the moon. I'm in the moon's orbit, and that's dangerous as fuck because I'm gonna crash into the moon, and that's not gonna be lovely. Let me tell you that much. Also, I don't know how to solve this situation. Luckily, luckily I completed the mission, did I? Yes, fly by the moon, gather scientific data from the moon, and then return to Kerbin from a flyby of the moon. Let's try and collect some data. Kaze, you use the spare time to read a book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Is it possible to make a black hole? I don't think so. I don't think it is. Pressure data. Vacuum. Lovely. The temperature. The crew report. You look at the surface of the moon and try to find a good landing space. The inside of the craters might be the best option. It's the crew's report of the moon. Oh, come on, I gathered data from the moon. Recover or transmit any science experiment data from the moon to achieve this goal. Well, I am in the moon. Collect all. The high radiation environment caused the fuel of the sample to glow. It looked like it would be fun to paint the rocket with this. What he thinks based on the Science Junior thing. Transfer data. No, shit. Collect all data. Close doors. So theoretically, this is supposed to have a lot of data, lots of science for me. And there we go, I crashed. I did not even see the moon's surface coming in. I was so distracted with the whole thing. I crashed into the moon. Hahaha. Well, that was kinda crazy scary though. Not sure I wanna keep doing that. Let's go back to the assembly. Recover vessel. Yes, let's go to the assembly and change a few things here and there. Because that's the second time Jebediah dies in this game. The first was canon, this one was an accident though. But he revived because he's a special apparently. He's one of the cloned Kerbals. Oh well. But anyway, I have heard I have heard a lot about this book series, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Is it any good? Because I'll be honest, I have heard so many people talking about that I kinda wonder if it is good or not. And you know what? Let's throw in some more solid fuel rockets to my ship, because the faster well, this is gonna be disastrous if I do it like that. Let's throw in some girders. Okay, so there's a girder. Oh, there's a thing. Let's throw the girder slightly further down. Then another girder. And then more rockets. This is definitely not gonna work, but who knows? If this works, I'm gonna be damned. Impressed, but damned. I mean, this is the recipe for disaster right here. Do I have the? I don't have the structural thing, because I have a little suspicion that these girders are not as resistant as they seem to be. I think they will break at any kind, at the first sign of force. Anyway, Kaze, yes, the book is really good. The jokes and the sarcasm. I don't remember where I saw it. I always thought it had a kind of a weird name for a book. Never truly enjoyed the name of it very much, but because the name kind of seems to imply some sort of bad connotation towards the whole thing. But I have heard so many good things about this book that I kind of wonder how. Well, not good things, but I have heard many people reading it, and the way he is telling it is interesting. I'd imagine. I think I don't remember exactly how it is translated over here, but I think there's also a version that is The Diary of a Wimpy Werewolf as well, and I've been wanting to read that one. I'll have to look into those. And never mind, that's an interesting looking rocket. Yes, it is. It's probably gonna explode right now, but I hope it doesn't, because I want to reach space. So without further ado, let's test this weird ass looking rocket and hope it doesn't explode. Oh boy. Oh shit. It is actually flying. I mean, this is a disaster waiting to happen. Well, what do you know? This is kind of works. This is kind of working. It is so heavy though. It is so heavy. No matter what what I try to do, it doesn't turn. It doesn't move. It has got a mind of its own. I have no power over this, this vessel. It's doing its own thing. Nathan, looks good to you. I'm glad you think so, buddy. I'm really glad you think so. But look at this, at least the trajectory is really going up. Look at this. Yeah, perhaps this is going up like crazy, and I still have a lot of fuel to burn. So now, well, they're kind of pushing inwards, so I'm imagining the situation is gonna look really. See how wobbly they get. That's not good. They are not supposed to be that wobbly. Okay, so you go down back to Earth. Go from whence you came, you little babies. I'm gonna try and aim to the moon and see what I can do. On the bright side, though, I have a shitload of fuel. Look at this. By the way, my trajectory is pretty dang high already. I don't need more. Shit. Let's chill for now. Let's wait for the rocket to reach the apoapsis. In the meantime, those of you who have not yet joined in the giveaway, there is a giveaway going on. Get on that. Click on the box on the bottom right corner of the stream, of the video feed, and there will be some options. Click the join giveaway option, and then you will be joining the giveaway for the Steam key for a copy of Kerbal Space Program. Then you can go and try to build your own ships and vessels and reach space in your own way. This is pretty much a freeform game. There's this career mode, which is what I'm playing, but by no means it is limited. It is pretty freeform, so you can build things whichever way you want. You can try to do whatever kind of rocket you want. Further in the game you can build planes, so this game has this whole flight simulation thing going on, and it's pretty interesting. So you guys who are ever slightly interested in this, give it a look. It's a worthwhile game. And if you don't want to spend any money on it, then join the giveaway. It's free. But anyway, all these things I said about the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, they're having the Diary of a Wimpy Werewolf. I'm not entirely sure that that's true. There might not be one at all. Like always, I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm burning fuel like crazy now. Maybe I will not be able to create that gigantic sphere around that orbit around the planet like I intended to. but they were good-ish. Okay, that's done for now. Let's go back to here and couple that whole back part of the ship. Bye-bye. We're useful. But for now I need something else to keep this whole dream alive of going to the moon, and this time not exploding. Actually, now that I think back to it, the best thing to have done would be to get these parts I'm throwing away, couple a parachute on them, and before decoupling them, toggling the parachute. So you know, at least these parts can be recovered eventually. But so they don't land and explode upon the planet. They at least crash somewhere nearby so somebody can go and recover them. That would be the best way to do it. And Kazi, you think you're at your limit. You can't stay up any longer. Oh, sure thing, young Kazi. I have no idea what time is it for you over there, but if it is late and you are sleepy, then sure, go to bed, and no worries, we'll be here waiting for you tomorrow and all the other days after that. But other than that, go have your sweet dreams. You deserve them. You're a hard-working boy. All the hard-working boys deserve good. So now my orbit is growing. I think my periapsis is not as high as I'd like it to be, or is it? I think it is actually. Okay, it is. Good. So I'm thinking this time now I should make my the orbit longer, should go past the moon. That's so it doesn't fuck me up so badly in the return, I think. I have no earthly idea how physics work, but this looks good to me. Anyway, Kaze says ciao ciao, and sure thing buddy, I'll be seeing you later. Stay awesome, take care, and sweet dreams. Bye bye. Let's wrap up time, warp time. So this whole process goes by slightly faster. Once again, though, there's some chances that as I try to make these many spins around everything else, I get too close to one thing or another thing, and I end up crashing. So let's hope that that's not the case. Well then. Shit. Okay, so I may have encountered a little bit of problem. When I get to the apoapsis, it takes a long ass time for my shit. Oh man, I'm on crashing course. I'm gonna crash. Where am I? Oh, I think I'm actually gonna escape the moon. I'm ridiculously close to the moon, but I think I'm gonna escape it. I'm not gonna crash. My trajectory is going bonkers now. I have no earthly idea where I'll end up, but I probably will not be going to back to curbing. That for sure. Okay, so let's go back to my ship, make some science experiments, such as observing the mystery goo, getting a crew report of what's going on, opening the doors for the Science Junior, and observing the materials bay. And then getting the temperature and the air pressure, which is non-existent, by the way. I could also do the dangerous thing, that is deploy an evacuation. Cannot disembark while off Kerbing's surface. Astronaut complex upgrade required. Oh, okay then. Good to know. So now I have... What do I have? I have a flyby of the moon. Scientific data from the moon. Recover or transmit any science experiment data from the moon to achieve this goal. So I still have not transferred, but I have gathered moon science factoids. So what I have to do now is just wait for my vessel to get past, then hope that it gets, then find a way to get it back into Kerbing's orbit. Let's speed it up a little bit. Hopefully it won't crash too badly. Which is good-ish. The moon has an orbit, but the pool is not so big. Also damn big as to make me go crashing down into it. Once I reach that point over there, I'll escape the moon's orbit and I'll be free falling into whatever. Shit. Okay, so now that I'm on the moon, perhaps I should want to rotate my orbit in a way that it points more or less towards Kerbing. I don't know how to do that though. I have very little fuel, but let's try and make some experiments. Let's try to burn towards this blue circle here. I think it changes the pitch of my curve, my trajectory. Does it though? Yes, it is changing the pitch. So it's now pointing further down, which is good. I'll just keep burning that for a while now. Until the pitch is more or less aligned with Kerbing. Lovely home planet. When it is more or less aligned with Kerbing, such as kind of like this. I like how this trajectory is looking. There we go. Now what I do is I want it to face more or less that way. I have no earthly idea how I'm gonna do that. There's these triangles. I think they changed the rotation, which I think is called the yaw. So let's try to burn this way and see how that rotates. Okay, it's rotating the wrong side. I want it to rotate the other side. Stop. Go back. Go back. And burn. Not so much though. Okay, I think I'm on a good-ish trajectory. Now let's just wait for us to escape the moon's orbit. Then we'll kind of... When we get to this point, we'll leave the orbit of the moon. And then we'll be free-falling somewhere, probably back to Kerbing's orbit. And then we'll see how this whole orbit of mine will be looking, the new projection, and we will adjust from there. Hell if I know if this is gonna work, but hopefully it will. So, where will I fall out to? Oh boy. I think I don't have a orbit anymore. This is kinda spooky. Theoretically, I'm free falling and not orbiting anything or anyone. Okay, this is dangerous. Let's hope that if I get closer to Kerbin, yes, I got recaptured on Kerbin's orbit. Let's wait until we reach the periapsis, which is incredibly high, like 400 meters. Then, oh shit. Then now that we're here, we burn on the opposite direction. Actually, this is not the good way to do this. It's gonna take too long and too much fuel. Let's go there to the apoapsis. Now that we're here, let's burn fuel to the other direction, which is this, luckily. I got it. Why? That's so now the periapsis diminishes in size and becomes very small. It's small enough that will be landing. Yes, that's a good enough periapsis. Thank you very much. Now we land. Try not to meet the moon on the way back, and try to stick to landing. Pretty much the gist of it right now. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna meet the moon. I don't wanna meet the moon. Please, moon, go by faster. Yes. Oh boy, no. Slow down. Shit, slow down. As fast as you can. Now I rotate my ship. Derotate my ship. Go back. Please. Ow. Damn it. That's exactly what I didn't want it. And to burn this direction to deaccelerate because I'm re-entering the orbit very fast, and things are gonna keep exploding if I can't manage this heat. I didn't even know it exploded actually. Luckily nothing important. Okay, so let's decouple from the engine, since it's not gonna do me any more good. Which is good because this force from the decoupling kinda helps me diminish my speed, and I don't know what exploded, but hopefully it was nothing important. I actually have no idea what exploded there. Okay, now I can deploy my parachute, which is amazing. I managed to go back to the planet. Okay, the crew report. Can I transmit the data? No, I don't. I want to review the report. Yes, I can transmit the data. I get 100% the science value. No usable in... Wait, what? In range comms device on this vessel. Oh, so this vessel has no antenna, so that's why I can't do that. But anyway, I'm gonna land and then everything's gonna be okay, so all's good. Is there some mission I can complete? There's that if it can be achieved. Oh then. We test it. Okay, I can't do that. Anyway, now I wait for us to go down, then land on the sea. And then everything will be a-okay. Look at this. It was an incredibly stressful expedition. We went in orbit, flied around a few times. We flew by the moon. We took some data. Hopefully this doesn't blow up. Please. Oh, thank God it didn't blow up. Awesome. Okay, okay, now Jebediah, do some EVA report from underwater. Yes. Now get back in. Don't let water in into the chamber. We took off. We flied an incredibly unrealistic ship. It was not supposed to fly, but it did. Then we went all the way from. We went to the moon. We flew by the moon. We didn't land on it, but we went by the moon. We collected some data, and now we're going back home with moon data. So, as far as I can say, this mission went perfectly. There we go, we did all the things. We flew by the moon, we gathered scientific data from the moon, and we returned to Kerbin from a flyby off the moon in a ship all at the same time. It was amazing. And our next objective is to rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbin. Oh boy, park 2 vessels next to each other around Kerbin. What could possibly go wrong? So I have to get 2 vessels, orbit them, the both of them, and once the both of the vessels are in orbit, I need to get them close to one another, so I need to quote-unquote park them. And that's how you start to build a space station. You launch a gigantic rocket to the moon to make it orbit the planet. Then rocket by rocket you go taking parts up there, and then you park them, and then you couple them. We have the decoupler, but then this time we're gonna be using the coupler to connect things, and then once everything's connected, we will have a small space station. And I can barely wait for that, because I know when that gets to happen, I will crash everything. It's not gonna be fun. But anyway, and mind, if you're in a rocket going back into a planet atmosphere, and if something explodes on it, and the pilot tells me it's nothing important, you're going to freak out. I know, right? I don't know what exploded, but everything we needed to go back home was still there, so something went very right. Is pretty much the gist of it. Everything worked out in the end. But anyway, you guys, I don't think we have enough time for another space mission, so this is gonna be all for today. We are now gonna be leaving the lovely Kerbin shores, and this is it. My career is going pretty good. Doug's space program. There we go. Saved, and now we're good to go. But before we truly go, there's the giveaway I said I was gonna be doing, and hopefully you guys, lovely boys and girls, and Peter, enter the giveaway. So now I'm gonna be giving away a Steam key for Kerbal Space Program for everybody who joined in. For those of you who did not join in, there's still time. All you have to do is click on the box on the bottom right side of the video feed, then click, it'll show up some options, and one of the options is join giveaway. Click on that and you will be in the giveaway for a Steam key of this lovely game. And other than that, there's a training. We should have done the training, but I didn't. That is getting started on basic construction, basic flight, intermediate construction, suborbital flight, Advanced Construction, Go for Orbit, Orbiting 101, Science Basics, To the Moon Part 1, To the Moon Part 2, From the Moon, going back, Docking. This is what I need to learn, how to make two different ships connect to one another. Then Asteroid Redirect Mission Part 1 and Part 2. Hell if I know why they needed to divide these missions in parts, but well then. And other than that, I'll be seeing you guys in Kerbal Space Program next time. If you want me more, with one more Kerbal Space Program, I'm not entirely sure everybody would be thrilled with this, but if you are, do let me know, and I'll be playing some more Kerbal Space Program on the next time. So, without further ado, let's start the giveaway and see which one of you lovelies got this amazing game, which is very amazing, let me tell you. So, the lucky person who got a Steam key for Kerbal Space Program without the expansion, just the base game, is one Sam. Samu, come on, who is not here, I don't think, because Sam left. But congratulations, Sam, you won a game. I'm gonna be giving you the Steam key over the Discord channel. Actually, not the channel itself, but on Discord. And other than that, I'll be talking to you to help you activate the game if you do need help. Other than that, thank you all, every single one of you, so very much for joining up today. I hope you enjoyed this little game, and I hope you guys didn't get too stressed up or too disappointed by my lousy physics and spaceship building skills. And other than that, I'll be seeing you tomorrow when we'll be back for more adventures of some sort. I don't know what we'll be playing tomorrow, but I'll be back tomorrow, and I hope to see you guys again as well. Other than that, my name is Douglas, and it was an immense pleasure to have you lovely boys and girls here. Bye bye. And also, bye bye Molly. I'm glad you liked this stream. And Nathan, you too. Bye bye. And I'll be checking out the link you sent me over on the thing right now. And Nipter, bye bye to you too. To you and everyone else. And before you go, actually, those of you who already went, sure. But for those of you who did not go yet, I want to redirect you guys to Amazing Kizzy. He's playing some, what is it that he's playing? Actually, no, Kizzy, I misspoke. It's not Kizzy. I want to redirect you guys to Marcus's channel. He's playing God of War. I don't know how good or how bad it is, but sure, go over there and have fun with guys. But like I said, I'll be seeing you guys later, and bye bye.
Durch so eine Low-Dinger. Oh, hi Douglas, and thanks for the host.
Über uns! Etwas bricht durch die Mauer!
My alerts does